The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Damn!
All right, welcome everybody. It is Wednesday night. We are at
guys, how
May
you?
31st. Welcome, Dane. Dane literally just jumped in right when we start.
Awesome.
And it is just want to say, Dane, welcome, Krelba, welcome, Joe. And
Thank you, guys.
Today is Joe's 2 years of sobriety. Today,
2 years. 2 years. 730 days later. Divide that by 2. 365. That's a year. 2 years.
yeah,
I'll drink
good
to
for
that.
you, man.
And
And how do you feel?
I feel fucking great. I'm off today, so I made a big ass pot of coffee last night, full 12 cups. I went to bed 6 a.m. and it's so good to sleep when you want to sleep and just let your body heal, because Saturday, Sunday, and Monday was just me and Michael.
Yeah.
And I would not have been able to do that if I hadn't been doing the carnivore diet. I've actually noticed something else about that. I'm sure you guys have noticed my skin before. It's kind of, with the psoriasis.
Yeah,
I would get out of the shower and on my ears, I would literally just go and get dead skin just covering my shoulders. I noticed the other day, I went to do that a week ago and I'm like, wait, there's nothing there. It's gone.
wow,
It's
good
gone.
for you, man.
And the stamina, I got bad legs and knees, but any inflammation I had from regular food is gone. You know,
Nice.
I still
That's awesome.
I go a certain amount. You got to lift Mikey because he pulled a hamstring one day because you have an option with Mikey. Let him fall and get hurt, or you go weird with your body and help him. And when you go weird, shit gets pulled and torn.
Sure.
But
that's tough.
It was 3 days. It went great. I worked yesterday. I'm off until Monday because I says let me get myself some time to heal and recover. Enjoy myself, but I finally had that moment that I've been waiting for. And you may not notice it the way I'm sitting. I walk into the bathroom and I look up and there's a giant, one wall's just a mirror. I'm like, oh. I always tell people when you're like heavy 500 or more, it's like think of a 500-pound pile of sand at the beach. You could knock 50 pounds off that, you don't notice. You knock 100, you don't notice. I finally got to that point where I looked up. I'm like, oh, I noticed.
Awesome.
And the thing, what's helping is because my whole thing is get up, go to work. I don't. If I had a thing that did steps, that bulldog on YouTube does more steps than me. I think he did 86 steps one day. But with having to take care of Mikey, it's like, hey, let me do some deadlifting.
Right.
So that's helping as well. I'm like drenched in sweat and it's all coming out. So yeah, I'm having a ball. I hooked up my Katana to my Mac. I installed all the software. I redid the lighting, so that's why I look better. So
God,
yeah,
I'm so happy for you, man.
great.
I can't even. I'm busting. I'm really happy for you because
the strongest thing I drink is the Downeaster. Here we go.
The two things I noticed, you mentioned the psoriasis. When I first started losing weight, I was lacking something, and I started consuming more fat and protein because I realized I didn't have a protein. That cleared it up. And another thing with that whole thing about, when you're a heavy guy and you lose like 25 pounds, you don't notice. Yeah, it's like I worked with the guy once. He said it's like kicking a deck chair off the Queen Mary.
It is. That's exactly what it's like. Now I'm more relaxed back now, so you don't notice it. But if I'm sitting up, let me go back. See?
Yeah.
And you notice it, and my color's better. So
yeah.
But
I'm looking at you now, and I'm saying Dimebag Darrell lives.
You know what I've had to eat? Let me tell you how I've been cooking. I've been using my muffin pans. I take 2 pounds of that better-fed beef, antihistamine, ground muscle beef. I put a pound of ground pork, but I make about 7 to 10 slices of the thick-cut bacon on my electric grill. I chop that up. No, wait till you hear that. I chop it up. Instead of putting 4 eggs in the mixture, now I put in some grated cheese and other stuff like that. I've been putting 2 eggs and then dumping all the bacon fat in there to mix it up.
Oh. Sounds unreal.
It is unbelievable. I have 3 of them left. That's what's for dinner tonight after we're done. Hey, Hugh, Janice.
I have 3 chicken thighs in my fridge right now that are basically swimming in, no longer swimming, suspended in chicken fat with salt, pepper, and Parmesan Romano cheese. I'll eat those tomorrow night. It sounds awesome, Joe. I am so happy that it's like, the poos, the eating is on point. You're feeling better. That's the fucking shit, man. That's, and if anyone in the chat sees Joe doing this and you can change and you want to make yourself feel, it's just incredible. I had a guy come up to me in the gym today. He's like, hey, and we talked like literally for 2 minutes about carnivore a couple of months ago, and he was not even anywhere interested. Came up to me today and he's like, hey, dude, I think I'm doing carnivore. I said, why? He goes, you look great. He goes, but you look super healthy. Like there's something. And he goes, I just eat the same stuff and I don't have that energy anymore. And I said, give it a whirl, give it a try, see what you like.
But you know what the thing is, you have to point out, it's not, and you see this in all of us, it's not just a physical health, it's a mental health as well.
No, it's mental, totally.
Because, though you put poison in your body and it's going to affect everything.
Yep, it does. Yeah. Yeah, I was telling him, I said, try it for 30 days because in 30 days, you're going to feel the brain click over to that where it just burns on fat, and you'll feel better.
You know what I hear? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was it. So he had talked to me the other day because my gym was closed on Memorial Day, so I ended up joining a second gym today. I have 2 memberships now. And neither one is LA Fitness, the original gym I went to, because I hated that gym. But it's cool now. I can just sit there and go to whichever one. But if one's closed or if I feel like trying different machines. But I feel great. It
sounds like the premise for a Seinfeld episode where he tries the other barber. Like the guys at your gym are going to find out you at the other.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, the person at my gym was the one who told me to check it out. And then she was like, "Did you?" She goes, "Hey, did you check it out?" Which I thought she knew the gym. I go, "Yeah." She goes, "How is it? Should I go over?" I'm like, "What do you mean? You work here?" And then she's like, "Well, Mike, the other guy that I was talking to that really was pushing it." I was like, "Well, he likes it." And
I went to get some short ribs.
Any of you guys, Rick Grimes, real quick, we'll get back to that. But Rick Grimes just says, anyone in the chat, for that matter, try hand at reconing speakers? Okay, I don't know about
Never have.
You had short ribs?
No, I went to buy some. They didn't have them, but they're not. They had some. They were kind of minuscule, so I didn't bother with it. And they were like $9.79 a pound. Before it was $6.99, which was a great price. But my question is, they had boneless short ribs for $5.99 a pound.
If you cook them the same way, it's almost the same.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up getting stew meat though.
So the boneless, aren't they called country ribs?
Only if they're pork.
No, beef. If it's beef, they call the short ribs country. They country style short ribs.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't get them also because I wasn't sure if there was. It didn't look like it was as marble as the stuff on the bone.
Yeah, women do it too, Cheech. Yeah, I know a few girls that are on carnivore.
I heard about it because of women. Jordan Peterson's daughter, Michaela.
Yeah, and there's also several YouTube channels. There's that Indian girl that's from Australia who now moved to Turkey. 5-minute workout, I think her channel's called. She's great. I love 5-minute workout channel. And then there's the beef and butter girl. And there's a lot of them. There's a Dr. Elizabeth Bright who's been carnivore for 8 years. She's really, what I love about Elizabeth Bright is she's just unapologetic when it comes to talking about it. She's just like fact lays it out. 6-minute abs, Krell.
Yeah.
No, is it 8-minute abs? Yeah. Why don't we do 7? Why doesn't somebody do 6? 6 minutes. Can't get a decent workout in 6 minutes. The guy gets all bad. That's something about Mary. Janice says, Zim, wait till you see my Funko Pop. I don't know what that's about. I love Funko Pops.
Yeah, Janice, I saw it Sunday. I think it was Sunday morning when you were on Laz. You were on Laz's channel. I pretty cool. She has.
I got a question
Funko
for Zim
Pop now.
Go ahead.
I saw your second video. How much service do those amps need? Because some of them sounded so sweet. That boogie sounded nice.
The boogie seems good. I have it here on the floor. Been playing through it. Asking $1,000 for it. Oof. I'd probably take 800 if somebody handed me cash. The Vox is in the back, and it. I haven't plugged it in since the video. One guy called me from Texas and offered me $600 with $200 in shipping, and I said no.
No.
And the Fender Twin, I sold as is for $700.
Nice. All right. It's a good score. That was a good.
Yeah.
Now what we got to do is we got to get you on the storage circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, here's the it's not really a problem. The problem is now I'm a one-hit wonder. I have one video. It's over 200,000 views, and I'm never going to buy another storage locker ever again. I'm never going to be able to match the success of that video.
Well, you never know, because someone now may have seen that and be thinking, I know a guy to get a storage locker for musical stuff. Let's tip him off. So you never know.
Here's an original idea. Why don't we fake it? Put a fake locker there with music equipment in it, and then the four of us will go and we'll all bid on it like we have no idea what's. Oh, somebody already did that. Oh, it's called Storage Wars. Is that how that works?
We could probably still do it as long as our audience isn't the current audience right now.
Hilarious. Well, we need a little bit more than 29 people watching.
No,
Hey,
I'm
did you
going to
ever
be a
watch that movie?
one-hit wonder from here on out.
Nah, don't
What
say
movie?
that. Because you're constantly buying guitars and stuff. Make videos. Like when you bought all those carvings and stuff, you could have made a video. Call it the video, the
Yeah.
score. Right?
Yeah, I
Sisu,
know.
did
There's
you
a
watch
lot
Sisu yet?
that I could do.
Let me ask you this: what was the? Where's the Cambridge amp?
In Cambridge.
It's
Wasn't
in the
there an
back
amp called the
room of the
Cambridge?
shop. Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
Am I wrong? Was there
Yeah.
a Locks Cambridge?
It's a
Okay.
tube one, and there's
What-
a solid state version of the same amp, but mine
And
is
what
a
year is
tube
that
amp.
from? And what year is that
I'm
from?
guessing mid to late 60s.
Okay.
Let me see.
And
what
so,
the-
is there somebody we can get involved with for your channel that can fix it back up and bring it to the pristine and do a whole video thing? Part 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more videos that are going to go viral.
Get the fixologist.
I have 3 amp techs in this town that I work with. One, his name is Patrick Flecky. He worked for Tony Crank for 12 years, and he still makes crank pedals for me. The
Okay.
second guy, his name is Gary Lowell. Gary Lowell was Randy Rhoads' guitar tech and toured with Ozzy for 3 years. He's here in town. He was in my store 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then I
Okay.
have the third guy right here. And this guy, his name is, I believe it's Jeff. Yeah. Jeff is the original owner of a shop here in town that was called Mtronics. And he would love
Okay.
to do this. And he's even, when he was in here handing me these cards about a month ago, he was even saying, hey, Dane, I want to do YouTube videos. I have a 14-year-old son that could possibly do the editing for me. And I'm like, well,
Uh-huh.
okay, if he's good at 14, these kids are great on computers nowadays. So this guy right here, Jeff, was wanting to start his own channel, and it would be a perfect. This guy owned Mtronics, which was the biggest thing going around here. Moved to California or Colorado. Well, now he's back. So I have 3 possibilities there.
Right. Well, either way, I
And
think
I think
it'll
out
be
of
a good
2
idea.
of them, I could get a video out of. Two of them, I could get a really good video out of, which was Randy Rhoads' amp tech. Probably wouldn't. He stays, you know, he's got a low profile.
Like a
Yeah, the
Japanese
fixologist
Floyd
or
Rose.
the guitarologist. Yeah, I should send it to the guitarologist
Yeah.
and say, bro, fix this up. We can
Well,
chat
here
on
I
the
am
DL
coming
show
up with the
about it.
idea so you to bring traffic to your channel, and you're trying to bring it to other channels. I'm saying get your guy, because then you're running a shop. Then it's like, I'm Dane, here's my shop, here's my amp guy. Now we're going to do 4 videos on how to fix this Cambridge amp and make it look like it just came out of the factory. Then the next day we're going to show
you know how
you're going to
guys
restore.
are when they. That's true. College did a video on it.
keeps
Then
freezing.
I could maybe tap into some of his subs.
Let me tell you one
Maybe.
thing you
Right.
did that's perfect. That
There's small
That-
channels.
your channel trailer is one of the best channel trailers I've ever seen. It's like the opening to a show on
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, I'm Dane.
history. You know.
I know. I was out riding my bicycle one night and by myself, a nice quiet ride out on my bicycle. And it just kind of, you know what? I should do a channel trailer. And it kind of worked out that way. So, yeah, just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah. Well, it was
It
good.
makes it seem like a TV show. Makes it seem watching a TV show.
Yeah, no, I thought it was
Thinking
good. In
it-
fact,
and
I
again,
told
you're
Al
thinking
Pacino
it
he should do
out of
something like that for his channel. Didn't I, Al?
Fuck you, Dave.
All right, well, getting back to my question, that movie that I recommended, Sisu, S-I-S-U. Did you watch
Oh, I
it?
haven't watched it
I
yet.
watched it.
Saw
I watched
have
it.
on something.
What did you
Oh,
think,
did?
Krell?
It was very entertaining.
Fucking crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
The 1 hour and 30 minutes of pure enjoyment. Never stops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's just the right amount of time.
Yeah.
It done fuck with the wrong guy.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, now I have to watch it. I saw it. I looked it up, but I didn't even look it up. I didn't know you wanted me to watch it. I thought you were telling me about it. That you. I don't
No,
know.
I was telling
I'm
you
an
to
idiot.
watch it a couple weeks ago. That's all right. I started watching the movie last night. You know what's bad when you're like, I think I'd rather go to bed.
Oh,
Oh, it's called, The Black Demon is what it's called. And at first I thought it was about one of Michael's nurses, but it's about a megalodon in Mexico. How do you fuck a movie with a megalodon up? Just go straight ass carnage.
Yeah.
honestly,
More shark, less
I got
people.
into bed last night. I put Columbo on. I couldn't even tell you what episode I put on, but when I woke up, A Friend Indeed was on.
Which one's that?
The one. It's the last episode of season 3. But I couldn't. I just fell right asleep. I don't even remember anything. Just passed right out.
I think shark movies have been done to death. I mean, they have Sharknadoes in sequels. By God's name. Oh yeah, but they're intentionally terrible.
Terrible. I don't know if you saw, Carl. I think the video that you and I did the other day got 300 views. That's incredible
Really?
that you
That
find
was
me
one
and
of your
Carl about
best
smoking
streams.
cigars.
That was actually a good show.
Oh, really?
It
Was?
went by in no time.
I know it went by fast. I went by to listen to it. Now I couldn't listen to it.
That was great. You guys had some really good rapport bullshitting about stuff. I was watching it in here. I was watching it with Michael. Then I was watching it back in there the whole time.
Yeah, maybe it would have been a
let's
better
start
angle.
out.
Looked like we were like laying back in lounges.
Yeah. Well, we both look like jobbers.
Yeah, I was sitting there like,
oh.
Ooh, what else is going on?
Roadies.
These guys are hauling
look at
the
that.
cabinets out of here.
Nice. You're letting the big cabinets go.
Yeah, get
I,
those
I had a
things out of here. You
student
can't sell a half stack these days. You
I had
can't sell a
student
half stack
today,
these
and
days.
he plays a squat. No, it's hard to get rid of a half stack. And my student's guitar was buzzing and whatnot. And it looked like he tried setting the relief himself, but he gave it too much relief. So I reset up his guitar, and I ended up putting a shim in his neck because I wanted a little bit more angle so I could bring the saddles up to make, because right at the time when I was working on it, everything was pinned to the ground. So I did that, set it up. Then we played a little Sabbath, and it was good. It was good. By the way, thanks, Dave. You got me hooked on rewatching Columbo. Just finished all 16s. Now you just go back and watch them again.
Oh, yeah. There's no limit.
16 seasons. Wow.
Things like
We got a
Columbo,
lot left
Twilight
to go.
Zone, Star Trek, no limit. Just whenever it's on, you stop and watch.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone said I should do one with Krell and Jerry. Jerry hasn't been around much. I texted him the other day to let him know that a friend of ours, a mutual friend of Jerry and I's, has cancer. And I was reaching out to Jerry to let him know. And then, but you know, and I don't know, he may be on tonight. I don't know Jerry's schedule, but I'll be smoking cigars tonight down out there. So sometimes Jerry comes by after the show. If I'm out there smoking cigars, Jerry swings by. But
Well, I
I
definitely
haven't
can't
seen
make
him
it
in a
on a
little bit.
weekday.
No, I know, but I haven't seen Jerry in a bit. But I invited him tonight, so I don't know. He very much could be here.
Are you ready for your first Columbo quiz?
Oh, you got a Columbo quiz? We got to hear this one.
I got a whole page full of them. How about this one? I give you
Oh,
two
here we
choices right
go.
now. Who said it? Columbo or a TV cowboy? Or which show solved it? Columbo or Diagnosis Murder?
Diagnosis
Dick Van
murder
Dyke.
one.
Dick
All right.
Van Dyke.
I have no idea. I only know I know Columbo so well.
What about
You
the
would know that.
Rockford Files? You got a Rockford Files? I think I'd be better at the Rockford Files. Is there a Rockford Files list?
Can you say the Rockford Files without singing that theme?
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, Dave, let us try to answer first before you do, because you
Okay, I'll go last.
Dave's going to kill this because I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Here's was both Columbo and Diagnosis Murders. Dr. Mark Sloan solved murder mysteries, but are you secure enough in your TV detective skills to figure out which case belongs to which sleuth? Here we've pulled episode titles. Dave's already beat this fucking thing.
Let's see.
Referring to murders that occurred on both shows, try to diagnose the right show for each one. Good luck. Question 1. Murder can be contagious. Columbo, Diagnosis Murder, or both?
Well, to
That
me,
sounds too campy for
contagious
Columbo.
sounds like a medical
campy.
condition, so I'm going to go with the Diagnosis Murder on
Yeah,
that
same.
one. I'm guessing.
Same. Yeah, that's good. I'll go with Diagnosis.
I would say not Columbo, and if it were, it would be such a late one that I wouldn't know. But I'm saying not Columbo.
Diagnosis Murder. You guys are all correct. Question number 2. Blueprint for Murder. Columbo, Diagnosis Murder, or both?
I would say, well, I know it's probably Columbo, but now we got to figure if it's both. Blueprints. Both.
I'll go with the Diagnosis Murder again.
I believe Blueprint for Murder is the last episode of season 1 of Columbo, and the killer. Oh, I could come up with the name. It's an Irish guy. I could see he's in a couple of episodes. I forget his name.
Forrest Tucker?
No, it's an Irish guy.
But it's season 1, episode 7. It's Columbo.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't both. I had a feeling it was Columbo, but I just took a shot.
Question 3. Old-fashioned murder. Columbo, Diagnosis Murder, or both?
I would say Diagnosis Murder. I don't recall, but I'm not the expert.
I'm looking at Dave. He doesn't have much of a poker face going on right now. I'm not sure Dave knows this one. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to go with Columbo on this one.
I go with Diagnosis Murder.
Same man.
Columbo.
It would have to be a later one that I don't know. What is it called?
It's
got
Old-Fashioned Murder. It's season 6, episode 2. The story involves a family-run museum which is struggling to make ends meet.
Oh my God, the
world.
one with Joan Van don't tell me her last name. It's the Van Patten woman.
Let me go to the IMDb.
She's the killer. I can't
Joyce
believe
Van
that's
Patten.
Joyce Van Patten. That's called Old Fashioned Murder.
Joyce
I had no idea what
Van
that title
Patten.
was called.
So I only got
Edward
one.
Lighton's in there as well. That's great. Tim O'Connor's in it. The guy that played the doctor in Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Oh, the barber's outstanding in it. I forget his name too. He's great.
Okay. So we now we got number 4. Murder most vile. VIAL.
Oh, that's got to be Diagnosis.
100%.
I agree.
Diagnosis.
The cutesy title.
Okay. It is Diagnosis Murder. Murder at Barbecue Bob's.
That's got to be Diagnosis Murder.
We're going
That doesn't sound
Diagnosis.
like-
I'm waiting for Zim. I answer last, so I'm waiting for Zim.
I'll take Oops, sorry, my phone.
Yeah, 100% Diagnosis Murder.
Diagnosis Murder.
That was a
Next,
silly
number
title.
6. Murder in Malibu. Columbo or Diagnosis Murder? Or both?
That seems like I'll go both.
I know the Columbo episode where Andrew Stevens is the killer. I don't know Diagnosis Murder, so for me, it's either one or the other. So I'll say Columbo.
Columbo, correct.
No, okay.
Question 7.
Andrew
Okay.
Stevens is the killer.
Murder can be hazardous to your health.
That's Diagnosis.
I think it's a later Columbo. I'm going to say Columbo. I think it's a later one.
We're saying Columbo.
I am.
I'm
He
saying
said.
Diagnosis.
Columbo is correct. The disheveled
okay.
detective is called to investigate when chain-smoking TV producer Bud Clark is found dead at his home.
Great
Apparently the
episode.
victim of a massive heart attack. Columbo suspects that Clark's former partner, Wade Anders, the host of a crime-busting TV series, is implicated. Unfortunately, Anders has a seemingly watertight alibi, which just happens to be captured on videotape.
Right.
Yeah,
The killer in that is God, who's the one manipulating that tape? Is it it's Dabney Coleman, maybe?
Let me go back.
I can't remember.
He always plays a bad guy.
Well, he's actually
ends
a
up-
cop in one of the early episodes.
Directed by
He gets whacked in
George
candy.
Hamilton. You got
Oh,
Peter
George
Falk,
Hamilton,
George
you're absolutely
Hamilton,
right. It's
Peter
the one where they
Haskell.
insert the sick. Absolutely. It's the second one with George Hamilton as the killer.
Number 8, Murder at the Telethon.
Telethon. Let's see, diagnosis. I'll say Columbo.
I'll say Diagnosis Murder.
Great.
Diagnosis Murder.
Yeah, I was thinking telethons were big in the 60s and 70s. It's like so.
Number 9, Left-Handed Murder.
Diagnosis.
Actually, it is directed by Jonathan Frakes, who's Commander Riker.
Guy from Star Trek.
Number 10, we have Murder, Smoke, and Shadows.
Can I ask a question? Does the episode contain what the hell's his name? Something Stevens. Not Forrest. Fisher Stevens. Is he in this episode?
Fisher Stevens. Oh, okay, it's Diagnosis Murder then, isn't it?
No, it's Columbo.
It's
Fisher Stevens is in the episode.
Oh, okay,
Columbo.
so it must be an 80s one.
It's from 1989. Yeah, Columbo,
Yep.
1989. Okay. Number 11, How to Murder Your Lawyer.
Both.
I'll say Diagnosis Murder.
Diagnosis Murder. Number
Oh,
12,
I'm half right.
The Bye Bye Sky High IQ Murder Case. That's a title and a half.
That's too kitschy to be Columbo. I'm going to say Diagnosis Murder.
I'm going to say it's Columbo, and the guy murdered his sorrel book.
Oh, jeez. Boss Hog.
And the what?
Boss Hog.
The guy murdered his boss hog.
Book.
It is Columbo.
That's a great episode.
And
You know, I have a
Sorrel Brook is they got a picture of him as Boss Hog on IMDb.
I have a
Yeah,
50-50
absolutely.
chance, and I'm hitting at like around 10% right now.
Okay. Now we got
Opinions on the gear
we got
market?
one more
Like,
question. One more question.
Go
Murder
ahead.
by the Book.
Oh, that's Columbo.
Directed by Spielberg, it's the very first episode of Columbo in a season. The killer is Jack Cassidy.
Yep, that I'm very familiar with that episode. Mrs. Sanka.
You're both wrong.
Yeah.
You're both right and you're both wrong. Both.
Oh,
It's in both.
It was in both. You
Yeah, it's
got
kind of a
12 out of
common phrase.
13. That's okay.
What is the question, Dino, on the gear market? What do you mean? What is my opinion of the gear market? Reverb has 20,000
More listings.
more listings than last year. Well, people are always trying to sell gear. People price their gear out of the market. If you can get a good price on stuff, I'd buy it. A lot of people are probably selling gear that they bought, and when the economy sucks, people sell their gear.
Yeah,
That's just
expect
what
to get a
happens.
good price, but don't lowball anyone.
I found the
Counted
list.
that quite a bit.
I found the list we may want to visit.
Music or movies?
Music. 50 genuinely horrible albums by brilliant artists.
Oh, that I'd like
Bob
to hear.
Dylan's. Bob Dylan's.
Well, you get the
quite a
whole
few.
Dylan catalog.
That's the answer to the top 50. Bob Dylan.
You want to do this?
Oh
now?
yeah, let's try that.
All right.
Yeah, you know what's
See if
funny
we
is
agree.
on Spotify, I'm hearing "Thick as a Brick" Part 1, the full Part 1. It's like 20-something minutes, and every time at about the 15-minute mark, I'm looking back at my fucking speaker, going, "What the hell are they doing?" It's good up until then. Then it gets a little. It just drifts somewhere. Hannah Von there's quoting
Jeez,
a
my
little
chair
thin,
keeps on freaking
a little
shifting.
Tin Lizzy. All right, Joe, what do you got?
Starting off at number 50, The Who with "It's Hard" from 1982.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible record. I agree. Athena,
Athena.
Eminence Front, and then it just gets worse.
I like Eminence Front.
It's a put on.
Well, you know what? It's probably one of Pete Townshend's most coherent solos, though. I mean, like he just grooves along at it. But that's
Number
my
49 from 1986 is Billy Joel's "The Bridge."
What's on there?
Let's see.
Stormfront's great.
"A Matter of Trust," a Ray Charles duet called "Baby Grand," "Code of Silence," "Getting Closer." And they even have quotes from the artist that he says, I wasn't all that focused on writing again and recording. I was tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coming
not
in
a
at
good
number
one.
yeah. Matter
Coming
of
in
Trust was awful.
Coming in at number 48 from 1998, Van Halen 3.
Yeah, it's rock.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Gary. I know.
I mean,
I've never heard
it
that
has some
album.
musical moments on it,
I've
but
never
yeah,
heard
Gary
a
Sharon
single
doesn't
song.
fit.
Never heard a single song.
I've listened to a song, 2 songs on it, and I was like, no.
Coming from 1989 at number 47 is the Grateful Dead's "Built to Last."
Every fucking album.
You could
I
just
was gonna say.
include it with their entire catalog.
I mean,
Number 46, I wouldn't know. It's Outkast "Idlewild" from 2006.
well, I like a few Outkast songs. I have no idea.
Yeah,
what's
they're not on that
album.
album. Speaker
Yeah.
Box, it was the big album.
Coming in at 45 is Willie Nelson from "Countryman" from 2005.
Wait, was that Countryman? What was that the part 2? Countryman
It
part
just
2?
says "Countryman" from 2005.
No, I'm thinking of Highwaymen. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I drive
I
a
have no idea.
satellite.
Coming in at
I
44,
guess
REM "Around the Sun" from 2004.
Again, you could pick almost any REM record. I'd be okay with that.
Every
some of them.
album stinks.
Oh, coming in at 43, Metallica.
What list are we listening to right now? I'm sorry,
The
I got to catch
worst-
up. What list?
The-
50
This is the
horrible
worst-
albums
yeah.
from brilliant artists.
I got
just said Metallica. What?
Metallica
Saint Anger.
Saint Anger from 2003.
Oh yeah, that's awful. Well, anything after Justice for All is god awful. I still like Justice for All. I know a lot of people.
It's good. Coming in at 42 is The Clash with "Cut the Crap" from 1985.
have no idea what's on it. Nor do I want to know. Probably.
I have that on vinyl at home.
Cut the crap.
From 1997, Genesis "Calling All Stations" is number 41.
I have no idea.
That was
what's on it.
91?
1997.
Oh, 97? Yeah, that's terrible.
It's number 41. Okay, coming in at number 40 is The Kinks with "The Kinks Present a Soap Opera" from 1975.
What's this? I have that album. I don't care for any. There's a couple in the early 70s in a row that are just not good.
Okay. Coming in at
I
coming
listened
in
to
at
Word
30,
of Mouth the other day.
That's a good record.
I think Word of Mouth, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good record, Dane. Yeah.
Coming in at 39, The Monkees "Changes" from 1970.
I have no idea
It's
what's
back
on
where
it.
we started called Do It Again, isn't it? And Do It Again.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah, I listened to that the other day.
From
I think
1996.
that Monkeys album might have been the one where the guys
Yeah,
in the
living
monkey are
in the
like,
middle.
and the monkeys are like, we want the instruments on this album. Instead
Yeah,
of
we
hiring
said
Yeah, that was
Musicians.
Headquarters.
They're like,
Headquarters was the
let's
first
play
one.
the
they played
songs ourselves.
Randy
Coming in at
Scouski.
38 is Prince with "Chaos and Order" from 1996.
Don't know it.
Neither do I.
Coming in at 37 is Fleetwood Mac with Time from 1995.
Don't know that either. But let me just say this about that Prince. There's a bunch of Prince albums that could be in there.
Coming
He was
in at
dumping a lot of garbage.
Coming in at number 6 is an album that is number 36.
Oh, 36.
Is an album that one of my friends thinks is one of the best albums. It's Kiss, Music from the Elder from 1981.
That was so.
A world without heroes.
Heroes. Oh, it's terrible. The only thing worse than that album is the haircuts they have on that album.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well, you know
rough,
that
man.
song.
Yeah.
That song "I" actually has a cool guitar riff, but the song itself sucks.
I love this comment. It seemed like a fairly safe bet since Ezrin had just
bad.
produced Pink Floyd's 1979 opus The Wall, but Kiss are not Pink Floyd. No.
I blame that on Bob Ezrin. Yeah, that was his fault. He should have said, no, come on.
What do you got?
They should have listened to Ace.
You got ants?
He said,
I
"Let's
got
get
one
drunk
ant
and
on
make
my
music."
desk and I can't kill it. He's outrunning me.
Coming in at
Damn.
35,
Damn.
Pete Townsend, Psycho Derelict from 1993.
I remember that album. I don't know anything on it.
Coming in at
I didn't-
34,
The Iron Man was kind of stupid too.
coming in at 34 is Aerosmith with 9 Lives from 1997.
Anything from, I mean, as soon as they got
That
sober,
had
they made
radio
shit.
hits.
Uh-oh. We got
Yeah, what was
Devo.
on
That
Nine?
had a radio hit on
Which
there.
one?
9 Lives.
What's on what? 9
On
Lives?
9 Lives.
Yeah, Pink,
let's see.
I think.
Falling in Love is Hard on My Knees, Hole in My Soul.
No, it was a hit on there.
I don't know.
I could have sworn there was a.
The album still sold relatively well, and they followed it up a couple of years later with number 1 hit. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, but 9.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
coming in,
Pink is on there. That was a hit on there.
Oh, okay.
Hank.
coming in at 33 is Devo with
Don't tell me.
Smooth
Shout.
Smooth Noodle Naps?
Noodle Naps from
It should be
1990.
Shout. Crowbar's right.
Yeah.
It should be Shout. I like Smooth Noodle Maps. I thought Devo Has Feelings Too is a great song.
Coming in at 32, Liz Phair with the self-titled Liz Phair from 2003.
Yeah, you could put her whole collection in there. I never cared for Liz Phair.
Coming in at 31 is Weezer with Ratitude from 2009.
Don't know it.
I have no idea. I like a couple songs from them.
The
Not many.
Wheeze. The Wheeze.
From 1984, it's number 30. It's Paul McCartney with Give My Regards to Broad Street.
Really? They didn't like that record?
Well, it
What's
was
the big song?
tied to a
I
movie,
can't wait
wasn't it?
another day.
Oh, okay. No More Lonely Nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
I think
yeah, that's not a
Back
bad
to the
song.
Egg was possibly worse than that one.
Yeah, Back to the Egg was 79 with Wings. That was the last Wings record.
Coming in at 29 is Joni Mitchell with Dog Eat Dog from 1985.
I have no
Don't
idea
know
what's
it.
on it.
Coming in at number 28 is the Allman Brothers Band, Brothers of the Road from 1981.
I have no idea what's on it.
Hold on a second. Brothers of the Road's not a bad record. In fact, there's a song on there I like that Greg wrote. And the brothers are on that album too, right? Dan Toller's on guitar, Frankie Toller on drums. I like that album.
Okay, we got a protest.
I'm not familiar.
Coming in at number 27 is Run DMC's Crown Royal from 2001.
I have
Put
no
their
idea
whole
what's on
catalog
it,
in there.
but it's
Coming in at number 26 is Madonna, American Life. She could put her whole catalog in there too.
Hmm.
Coming in at number 25,
Yeah.
Neil Young with Fork in the Road from 2009.
Is that all?
Whole catalog?
No, I
Entire
won't.
catalog.
I can't say entire catalog. I like some.
Coming in at 24 is Lil Wayne with Rebirth from 2010.
Entire catalog.
The funny thing is, he actually the
Little
album
Wayne
cover.
put
He's
out a
sitting there
bad
holding
record.
right,
I
and he's
can't
sitting
believe
there
it.
holding a guitar. Have
He's
you
a
ever
hell
seen
of a
him
guitar
play?
player, though.
Oh fuck yeah! Coming in at 23 from 1986, it's Cheap Trick, The Doctor.
Is that the one with the flame?
Let's see. They don't say that song. They,
I know that Robin Zander anyway hates that friggin' song.
I've never even heard of this album, and I love this.
Which
band.
one? The Flame?
Yeah. They won't play it live.
Coming in at 22 is The Doors, Full Circle from 1972.
The
That
Doors?
must be. I've never heard of this album. It must be
It's a
so
posthumous
bad.
record. It's got to be a
It
posthumous
is because
record.
it's a year
I
after
think
he
it's,
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
odd
one with
mix.
Eye of the Sun on it?
It's weird. Coming in at 21 is Carole King, Speeding Time from 1983.
It was
I
the
have no
80s.
idea.
She's the 70s.
Yeah, well, yeah, she became irrelevant in the 80s.
Coming in at 20 is Queen, The Cosmo Rocks from 2008.
That's awful. It's awful with Paul Rodgers. But, I mean, like, and the Freddie albums, you got to throw Hot Space in there. Good songs on Hot Space, but that whole friggin' back chat and Stay in Power and Dancer.
Coming in at 19 is George Harrison with Gone Tropo from 1982.
Who produced that album, Krell?
What album?
Hot Space.
Hot Space? That was Mac.
It
I'm
was?
sure it was Mac, yeah.
Because you know why? Because going back and I did another listen to it last week, and I think it's better than I remember. It's better than it's more original, I think, than the later stuff. The Kind of Magic album that I do not like.
Yeah, the thing is, what I took from it was like, well, Under Pressure is a great song. I mean, you put out the fires, a rocker. Back Chat, the solo in it, I like. It's a tasty solo Brian May plays.
Cool Cat's decent. Calling All Girls, I like.
Yeah, Calling All Girls.
Yeah, I like that tune.
I'm not even going to say the number 18. I'm going to read the first sentence because it's hysterical. It's not easy to, well, you'll know who it is from the first sentence. It's not easy to pick Lou Reed's single worst album, considering this is the man who gave us Metal Machine Music, Sally Can't Dance, and Lulu. But ultimately, we went with 1986's Mistrial at number 18. Sounds like they're going to throw this whole catalog in there.
Yeah, as they should.
Number
They were
17,
trying to throw him
David Bowie.
in music jail, but it was a mistrial. So he named the album that.
Awful.
Number 17 is David Bowie with Never Let Me Down from 1987.
I have no idea.
Wait, what's it? Never Let Me Down?
Never Let Me Down. 87.
That's not a bad record. Isn't Blue Jean on that album?
Let's see.
Blue Jean. I just met a girl named Blue. I love that song. Jazzing for Blue Jeans. Oh.
Let's see.
Jazzing for Blue Jeans. Isn't that on Never Let Me Down?
I
I'm
just
looking it
like
up
when
right
him
now.
and Mick Jagger were dancing around and dancing in the streets video. Never get over that.
Awful.
No.
I'll never get over
No, it
that.
was 1984 it came out on the album Tonight.
Oh, Tonight. What's on Never Let Me Down? There's a hit on that.
It's Day In, Day Out, Time Will Crawl, Beat Your Drum.
Time Will Crawl. It's a great song.
I may recognize it if I heard it, but I can't put the title
All
to
right.
it.
Moving on.
Hold on a second.
Oh, Bad Company.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Get back to the list.
Sometimes it's hard to compile this list because if you love the artist and you listen to all of it, it's hard to come up with the worst album.
No, actually, I find it very easy if I really like an artist to figure
So
out
if you're
the worst
yeah,
album.
maybe so. Maybe so.
Coming in at number 16, John Mellencamp with Chestnut Street Incident from 1976.
Is that the one with I Need a Lover?
No, that would be after that.
Oh, okay.
I Need a Love is after 70. Oh, maybe.
Well, no, they're saying things changed a couple of years later when he moved to London and scored a hit with "I Need a Lover."
It was a
so
minor
before
hit,
that.
and I
Well,
think
yeah, that
Benatar
was a
did
warm
more
up.
with
That
it.
was like a demo. Yeah.
Coming in
That
at
was a
number
demo
15, The Jacksons with 2300 Jackson Street from 1989.
Well, anything in the 80s, it's going to be junk.
Coming in at 14, Stephen Stills, Right By You from 1984.
I have no idea what's on it. Oh, is that the one with Stranger on it?
Yep, Stranger 50/50, no
Stranger's
problem.
a good song. I like Stranger.
What band is this?
Stephen Stills.
Oh,
They say no problem that couldn't even be enhanced by guest guitarist Jimmy Page. Coming in at
Wow,
13.
I haven't heard that song since it first came out.
Number 13, Elton John, Leather Jackets from 1986.
what's today? Wednesday?
What was the hit on that one?
Humpty Hump Day.
Oh my God, I'm retarded.
What happened?
What was the radio hit?
I took my
on
trash
Leather
out today.
Jacket?
When
is
it
it
comes out
supposed to go
tomorrow,
All
Oh,
right.
well,
Thursday night.
I took mine out today, but that's
because
my
everyone
normal
was
trash
off
day is
Monday. It
Wednesday.
threw everybody off. Monday, the Monday.
Oh,
holiday threw
are
everyone
you
off.
kidding me? My trash ain't coming till fucking Saturday this week.
Oh, jeez. Number 12, Van Morrison, latest record project, Volume 1 from 2021.
I like some Van Morrison, but I tell you, in his later years with his concerts, I got invited to go to a concert, and the tickets were outrageous. Then my friend went, and he came back. He said he didn't do one song that was his hit. It was a hit. It was just all new stuff that he did.
Coming in at number 11, The Beach Boys with Summer in Paradise from 1992.
You could take
Was that when John
99%
Stamos
of their
playing for
catalog.
him? Is that when John Stamos was
I
playing with
don't
him?
even know.
But I mean, was anybody? The problem with this list is a lot of these lists, no one's expecting a great album.
Yeah. You know, when you say the Beach Boys' worst album, you have to put it in a time frame, because there was a point where they just became a parody of themselves.
Well, we got 10 left. We're in the top 10.
Go
Coming
ahead.
in at number 10 is Creedence Clearwater Revival with Mardi Gras from 1972.
Okay, what's
Yeah, that
on
was
that?
after he left.
Oh, okay.
That might have been that record where
The
he
talent
decided
walked out
all
the
the
door.
guys in the band wanted equal writing credits, and they all
Right.
got to write their own songs.
Yeah, it was the end of it.
And yeah. Uh-huh.
Coming in at 9, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, American Dream from 1988.
Don't know anything off it.
Coming in at 8, How Dare They? It's Elvis Presley with Fun in Acapulco, the original soundtrack from 1963.
Elvis has a lot of bad albums.
Don't, how dare you? How dare you?
He has a lot of bad albums.
Number 7, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Unfinished Music number 1, Two Virgins from 1968.
With the naked.
Just
the
thank
naked
God they
on the
didn't
cover.
finish it.
Exactly.
Coming in at number 6, I don't think I've even heard of this album. It's Black Sabbath with Forbidden from 1995. Did you ever listen to that, Dave?
Never heard it.
Let's look at the.
I try
lineup.
not to listen to Sabbath after 1983.
The only original member
Yeah.
in the group was Iommi.
Yeah. Okay, who was in it? Probably was Doogie White in there. No, Cozy Powell. Tony Martin was singing. Tony Martin's a good singer. Neil Murray and Jeff Nichols keyboards. I don't have an idea who Jeff Nichols is. So.
This looks horrible. Number 5 is Bob Dylan, Down in the Groove from
Thank
1988.
God. Entire catalog.
It would be funny if it said Bob Dylan Greatest Hits.
Yeah. Number
This is
4.
worst album.
Number 4 is Pantera with Metal Magic from 1983.
Totally different type of music. Metal Magic was they
Different
sound
band.
more like
Yeah.
they sound more like Judas Priest, I thought. He was channeling Rob Halford.
Yeah, that was a demo. That was all demo tracks.
Number 3 is Yes with Union from 1991.
Awful.
Yeah, that's
Awful.
terrible.
That's where the two factions came together and made shit.
Number 2 is the Velvet Underground with Squeeze from 1973.
Entire catalog.
Entire catalog. And number 1 is Conway West with Yay from 2018.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So, what would be an album that you guys think that you would is a terrible album that people either like or that everyone was expecting it to be great, but one that just let you down?
Ooh.
Right off, I'm going to say Pink Floyd, the final cut was pretty much a letdown.
Ooh.
I think it's one of their best albums. It's interesting.
Ooh.
I know, but
Well,
I
I
think
love that
as
record.
far as sales numbers and everything, it didn't have a radio hit.
I'm going
Yeah.
back to when I was a kid.
Well, they
and then
did not.
buying an
Now,
album,
John
I'll
was
get disappointed.
had a video. They had a video for the song "The Final Cut." But yeah, it was definitely more of an introspective record. I don't think it was bad, but I can understand when. Don't get me wrong, Dane. I get that people don't like it. I just happen to like it a lot.
Right.
Oh, the Savage Amusement, Scorpions. That was the follow up to Love at First Sting.
That's a terrible follow-up.
But that had
It is.
that had Tease Me, Please Me on there,
which was
I think.
terrible.
It's awful. The rhythm of love
Please
sucks.
me, please me.
That's when their hair got all puffy and they tried.
The chat is saying Cheech is saying Van Halen 3. Hannah Baum says Hysteria.
Oh, Thank you. Hanoi Bomb. How'd that slip my mind? I cannot stand any song on that album. It was a huge disappointment. Oh my God.
Hello, Pamela. And anyone else
Some
came
lava
in?
on me.
I don't get to see the chat when I read the lists.
That's a good one, Hanoi. Thank you for saying that. I can't believe I forgot that.
I'm trying to think what I would think would be a bad album. I'll tell you, I think the Who by Numbers stinks. That's a bad album. In the midst of everything that they did with Quadrophenia, Who's Next, and Who Are You? And Who by Numbers is just terrible. And there might be one or two livable songs. I think Slip Kid is on there. That's decent. Slip Kid. I gotta tell you, I made this mix called Led Zeppelin and the Like, and I listened to it, and it's like all classic rock songs that I loved growing up. And I put a bunch of Who in there for good measure because I grew up with it on the radio, like songs like Bargain, Slip Kid, new song off of the Who Are You album. I got to tell you, when the Who comes on, I am less than impressed.
I tell you, when
I'm not a fan.
Yngwie, I love Trilogy. You already know that. After that, Odyssey came out, which was kind of I like some songs on it. Then after that was Eclipse, which was a totally different band and just got progressively worse from there. And I stopped listening to Yngwie.
In fairness to Yngwie, none of those albums were exceptional. So
yeah,
he's got to put out a record.
Well, I do still love Trilogy. I think Trilogy is his magnum opus.
I love that
Oddly
song.
enough,
I
he
Am a
called it-
Viking.
Called another album.
That is epic.
Oh, well, here's the list for Dave, ranking every Bob Dylan album from worst to best.
Oh, please, let's
They're
not
all
waste
the
our
worst.
time.
They all tied for worst.
Do the top 10 or the bottom
You know
10.
Dylan's material? No. I don't even know his material. I mean, you could name 1,000.
Well, I mean, there was that one.
Name an album. I don't know
that
what's
had
on it.
100
was an
greatest
album.
guitarists.
What was the one? 64 Revisited or something, right? Is that what
Highway
it was called? Something
61
like that?
Revisited or something?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're naming
but
songs.
I
I can
remember
name
the-
songs too, but I have no idea what albums they reside on.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah, there was
Rainy Day Women.
Nashville Skyline. And
What album was
that?
the Malls in the Basement mixing up the medicine and all? What was that tune?
That was called Songs to Make You Sleep. I don't know. The Cure for Insomnia.
Oh, that's the one about Blue.
Tangled up in blue.
Tangled up in
Tangled
blue.
I'm tangled up in blue. I only want to be
That
with you.
was
Oh,
Hootie sound.
why do you need what?
Oh, that was Hootie and the Blowfish.
Exactly. That's right.
Did any
That
of
was
you
the
guys
reference.
see the Rick Beato Nuno Betancourt interview yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, I tell you, that inspired me. Nuno seems like he's a little kid, and he just seemed friggin' excited to be there. The way he's talking about music and stuff, I thought it was a good interview.
Yeah, and the way he talks about Van Halen, the early Van Halen, I'm like, no, I'm right there with you, bro. It was magical. It was magical. Not one word about Sammy Hagar. Wasn't nothing.
He talks about
not
taking
one
a
word
12
about
string,
Hagar.
writing Wholehearted. It was the
Into
original
bathroom.
his demo. He goes take a shit in the bathroom.
And it's like 2 hours long, so I only made it through the first hour, and then I'm like, oh, I'll come back to this. But he was just blah 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 blah. Nuno Betancourt just blah 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 blah.
Well, it's just cool
Everything
that someone
coming out.
could
Rick
be
Beato just sat there
that.
listening and laughing.
You know, a lot of times you interview someone at that age right now after they're like, yeah, well, you know, I kind of reflect on my life and it's kind of like that. No, you seem like a little kid again.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
didn't
had
see
that theory when I go and play a little bar gig or something. I have the theory like I'm on stage and I know I'm supposed to be on stage entertaining the audience, but I like it when the audience entertains me. You know what I'm saying? By being crazy and throwing shit around or whatever the audience will do. That's what I like.
That's when
I
you
like
get
when
the 65-year-old
audience-
women flashing their
and
boobs.
I
at you.
haven't bet. Yes, that's it. And
65-year-old. Yeah,
but
that's
he's
thrilling.
got to be. I thought he was going in his interview, but he kind of turned it around and said that he's there to entertain them. And I was like, oh yeah, okay.
I think Zim is possessed by Satan. He's speaking in tongues right now.
Dave,
You're
Is that
freezing
what's
up.
going
You're
on in the
freezing up,
chat
Zim.
now?
there's Dave.
Oh,
Dave, you
shit.
still going after
I
that
have
hand?
great internet.
I
don't
just
know
got
why
him.
I would be freezing up.
What happened was I knocked him off the table. I didn't realize he was over. He was just walking around by my foot, and then I happened to catch it, and I was like, "Oop, boom, gone, done."
Are we ready for, was it Scooby-Doo or Columbo?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
We have a plot description. You have to tell whether it's Scooby or Columbo. Number
Okay,
one.
I go last.
You'll go last. Number one, a mystery writer is murdered, turning his own life into a murder mystery. Who solved the case, Columbo or Scooby?
Say it again.
I'm going to say Columbo. I'm
A
going to say
mystery
Columbo.
writer
that.
is murdered, turning his own life into a murder mystery. Who solved the case?
Yeah, that was.
That sounds
was
like
Columbo.
Scooby-Doo
That's-
to me.
That was the. That's
Murder by the
definitely
Book.
Columbo. Yep,
Dave?
I'm going Scooby-Doo.
Mrs. Sanka.
It's Murder by the Book by Columbo.
Columbo, correct. Number two, a mysterious mask was stolen many centuries ago, and a villainous force is desperate to get it back. Who solved the
Scooby-Doo.
case? Scooby or
I'm
Columbo?
going Scooby on that one.
I'm going to
Yeah,
go with
that's going to
Scooby.
be Scooby.
That'd be Scooby. That would be that sounds like a Kolchak episode.
That's a great That's a great question.
What's the question?
That one,
Yeah.
the ridiculous thing about the mask and the ghost.
An archaeologist delivering a suit of armor to a museum mysteriously goes missing. Who solved the case? Columbo or Scooby-Doo?
Museum. Archaeologist goes missing.
Wait,
That
say it
almost
one more
sounds like
time?
An
Scooby-Doo.
archaeologist delivering a
That's
suit
Scooby.
of armor to a museum mysteriously goes missing. Columbo or Scooby?
Scooby.
It's Columbo.
That's Scooby-Doo.
Scooby.
You sure?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It is Scooby-Doo. Number
I don't
four.
How about this clue? The mystery gets solved by ingesting a lot of weed.
In a mystery van, yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Number 4, the musician who's been ghostwriting books for a famous composer is murdered. Who solved the case?
Oh,
That's
is
gotta
that
be
the John
Columbo.
Cassavetes episode?
That is not the John Cassavetes episode.
No. Okay.
Uh-oh, Dave is insulted.
So, I'm grasping at straws here. I'm going to still say Columbo.
It's the Billy Connolly episode.
Yeah.
Columbo.
And it is Columbo.
This one sounds like Columbo right off the bat. A prize-winning dog trainer seeks help stopping a series of dog nappings. Who solved the case?
Scrappy. Scrappy-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
He seems confident with Scooby. We'll go Scooby.
Dogs are mysteriously trained to kill. Who solved the case?
Oh, that's got to be Columbo.
Dial. It's called Dial for Murder or something. It's Columbo.
Columbo.
The dogs' names are...
Okay.
A suspicious
I can't remember
spinster
the names now.
who manages a museum kills her brother when he threatens to close the business. Who solved
Columbo.
the case?
Columbo.
Well, since the killer is Joyce Van Patten again, and we're on old-fashioned murder, that would be Columbo.
Columbo.
And since no one gets killed on Scooby-Doo,
Well,
that's kind of a dead
old
giveaway.
man Smith is always threatening. A visit to a friend's uncle ends abruptly when the man mysteriously disappears. Who solved the case?
That's Scooby.
I believe that's an episode with Rip Torn, and that is Columbo.
Oh, okay.
Scooby-Doo.
And then-
Oh,
Oh, the same thing happened on
I'll go with
Columbo.
Dave and the Columbo.
A visit to a friend's
That-
uncle ends abruptly when the man mysteriously disappears.
Oh, no, the kid goes to his uncle, Rip Torn, and then Rip Torn makes him disappear. It was Gary Kroger from SNL.
oh,
Go
really?
ahead. I was wrong.
Number
The kid
9.
didn't disappear. He ran.
A songwriter goes missing, and one man will stop at nothing to get his hands on his half-finished song. Who solved
That's
the
got to be
case?
Columbo. That's got to be Columbo.
Songwriter goes, is
Yeah.
that the same Billy Connolly episode? Wait a second. Songwriter, no, it goes missing. Songwriter goes missing. Say it again.
A songwriter goes missing, and one man will stop at nothing to get his hands on his half-finished song.
I don't have any idea. I'll say Scooby-Doo.
He's probably.
I think
right.
that
I say
that's too
Columbo.
complex for Scooby-Doo. I'm saying that's Columbo.
It's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, just by default, if Dave doesn't know it,
Wow.
it's
I don't.
gotta be
Right. I was
Scooby-Doo.
like, I don't know that Columbo. That's not a
Coming
Columbo.
in, right?
Pretty
Coming in at number
complicated for kids. I mean,
Number
the kids
10.
in the 70s were a lot smart. We'll give them that.
Absolutely.
A rock star is murdered after being blackmailed. Who solved the case?
A rock star is
Murdered.
murdered.
It's
after being
Columbo.
blackmailed.
No one
You
gets
think-
killed on Scooby-Doo.
There's a rock star as a girl on Columbo, and she was murdered because the husband was jealous. That's not why. That's not being blackmailed. And then what other rock star episodes were there? Say it one more time. I know it. It's Columbo. It's Swan Song with Johnny Cash.
You're saying Columbo?
I say Columbo.
It's Columbo, but you're wrong.
Which episode? I know it's because now I'm thinking that wasn't blackmail. Let me think of the only blackmail episode.
It's in the fucking title of the episode. Columbo and the Murder of a Rock Star.
Oh, it's a later one.
Yeah.
That's the one with Dabney Coleman.
There's Dabney Coleman.
Yeah, okay. That
Yeah.
What was blackmailed there? I didn't know there was any blackmail. Dabney Coleman killed her. It was his wife. And she was having an affair. That's what threw me. The blackmail is what threw me.
Again, no one dies on Scooby-Doo.
Coming in at 11. An eccentric millionaire dies and leaves an unusual protocol for anyone in his will seeking an inheritance. Who solved the case?
That might be mild enough for Scooby-Doo.
That's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. That's someone can pass
Scooby-Doo.
away. Yep.
Oh God, I know this one because I watched it with
Jesus.
Mikey a couple of weeks ago. A mysterious photo that shows where $4 million is hidden sparks a murder
Columbo.
spree. That's
I
a
don't
great
think you were
fucking
watching
episode.
Scooby-Doo a couple weeks ago.
Is it Ed? What's his name? Ed.
Norton.
Fucking everyone's
who's
in
the-
there. Tyne
who's the guy
Daly's
that's-
in there as the whore.
I know, but who's the guy trying to chase it all down? Isn't it?
Oh, from
From
Saint
Saint
Elmo.
Elsewhere.
St. Elsewhere.
Ed
Ed
Begley.
something.
Ed
Ed
Begley
Begley
Jr.
Jr.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we got 11 out of 12.
Not bad.
We got 11 out of 12. And we got other Columbo quizzes. So if you want another one later on, wait, I got some album stuff. We got are these suspicious characters from Columbo or Adam 12? Are these Columbo episodes real or fake? Columbo or James Bond?
Ooh,
I'll take any one of
yes.
them. As long as it's 50-50, I'll know them because I know what the Columbos are going to be.
I might be able to do well with the James Bond one because I watched.
Let me
quite
make
a bit
sure none of
James
these
Bond.
have visuals.
As long as they're not the Pierce Brosnan one and beyond, it's like
Timothy
this
Dalton.
one has pictures,
Yeah.
so we couldn't use it.
All
Well,
right.
I know.
Can you
I
detect
know Robert
the
Darby
lies?
was in one. Timothy Dalton.
See this one.
Say it again.
Oh,
maybe.
Joe, what'd you say?
Dave, this is one for you. This is did we do this? Can you detect the lies in this Columbo true or false quiz?
I don't think we did a true or false, did we?
I don't think we did this. So question
Let's hear the
one.
first question.
Columbo's
Yeah, let's-
favorite food is chili. True or false?
That is true.
True.
Yeah, that's right. I remember him going to the diner.
He always goes to Barney's Beanery for chili.
Number two, Spielberg directed the first episode of Columbo. True or false?
True.
Very true.
True. Murder by the
The
book.
first episode of the season. There were two pilots
Yeah,
before
they're
that.
pilots.
Okay. Number
Prescription
three,
murder.
Peter
Guys, I
Falk
gotta
was the
run.
All right, very good. Thanks, Dane, for hanging.
I got it
Okay,
right
catch you
here.
later,
in
Dane.
like Quicksilver. Take care,
Thanks
Dane.
for having me. Okay. Later.
Number three, Peter Falk was the first actor to play the Columbo character. True or false?
Well, we know that's false because somebody played him on that other show.
Yeah, he was actually the third. Bert Freed and Thomas Mitchell played Columbo on screen and the stage. Number four, well, we talked about this a week ago. Bing Crosby turned down the role of Columbo. True or false?
True.
That's probably true.
So we
man.
could go.
True. He said it would take away from his golf time.
Ba-ba-ba-boo.
Number five, Columbo drives around an old Fiat automobile. True or false?
False. It's
False.
Peugeot.
False. It's a Peugeot. Number six, Columbo's rank is sergeant. True or false?
False.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Seven, Columbo had a trusty bulldog who was simply named Dog. True or false?
False. It wasn't a bulldog.
It's a basset hound. Number eight, Columbo aired for 35 years. True or false?
Yes, but it missed some years in between. They weren't
Oh,
consistent.
missed a lot of
seasons.
years, but you go back. I would say at least 30. Yes, I'll say true.
True. From 68 to 2003. Number nine, and you mentioned this a week or two ago. Columbo let someone get away with murder one time.
Yep. Yes, it's true.
Correct. He lets
It
Janet Leigh get away with murder in Forgotten Lady.
Yep.
What was the reason why he let it get away
Because
with
she had a memory thing, and she wasn't going to live for like another 2 weeks.
it? Oh, okay.
She was going to drop.
Number 10, the character of Mrs. Columbo can be seen in 2 episodes of Columbo.
False.
The character?
It can't be seen, no. Not in the episodes. They came out with the Mrs. Columbo afterwards.
Hold on a second. The character Mrs. Columbo can be seen. So
They
there's
may
an
be-
episode where a woman tries to poison, and Columbo brings pictures from home, and then there might be one in Friend Indeed. I'll say false.
False. Correct. We never see his wife.
Yep.
Number
Yeah.
11, Peter Falk's actual wife, Shera Denise, appeared in 6 episodes of Columbo.
Have no idea.
I mean, it's close enough. It could be 5. The first one she's in is the one in season 7, I think it is. So no. The first one's with Shatner in season 6. I'll say true.
True.
Yeah, I was
12,
gonna say it's either 5 or 6.
Columbo often whistles the tune Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
False. He whistles This Old Man.
This old man. Number 13, there is a bronze statue of Columbo in Budapest, Hungary. True or false?
Yes,
I'm gonna say
we
true.
know this is true.
True, we talked
We know
about
this
that.
is true from last week.
Final question. Columbo was a Navy veteran who served in World War II. True or false?
He was a Marine, wasn't he?
I thought he was in the Korean
character.
War and he was KP. I'm going to say false.
Yeah, I'd say false too.
False. He was an Army vet who served in Korea.
Army.
See? And he was in the KP. Remember, that's what Johnny Cash says to him.
We got 14 out of 14.
We is good.
Now, I got some music lists. I found a website with lists. So
All right.
we have 500 greatest albums of all time. It's a Rolling Stone from 2020. 500 greatest albums by NME from 2013. There's a
Murder by Death,
100,
Cold Rose is excellent.
100 greatest albums of all time. Consequence of Sound from September 2010. 100 greatest albums from VH1, September 2001. Another Rolling Stones 500 greatest albums. This is from 2012.
Fuck Rolling Stones. It's a hipster douchebag. Let's go to the VH1 one.
VH1, 100 greatest
That's not going
albums.
to be hipster.
Well, we don't know.
Well, it's from
But we
2001.
do know that Rolling Stone will be hipster.
Where do we start?
50.
What's the NME list?
Let me look.
That's in England, right? NME. Sam Dunn. Murder by Death. This conversation like television on honeymoon. Highly unnecessary.
No. We'll
How
start
many?
with VH1. We'll start at 50, you said?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of shit I would never listen to so far.
Uh-oh.
Some shit I never fucking heard of. Okay. Okay. Coming in at number. Are you fucking kidding me? 50 isn't bad. I like the album. I like the band. It's Synchronicity by the Police. The reason I'm protesting is because 51 is Dark Side of the Fucking Moon by Pink Floyd. How the fuck do you do
There's
that?
no way Synchronicity is a better album.
No.
Yeah.
Coming in at 49 is 1999 by Prince.
No.
I like the album.
50? Yeah.
I like
It's
a
not
bunch of
bad,
songs on that. Let's Pretend We're Married is great. But there's some dogs.
I tell you what I like about this list is on the side it has the album cover, a link to Spotify, YouTube, and it gives you every song on the track and who produced it.
Yeah, nice.
So if we need to know. Okay, coming in at number 48, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I
Good
love
album.
that album. Great album.
As much as I'm not a big Bowie fan, that's a fantastic album. 5 years, Moon Age Daydream. I like the
Starman.
record a lot.
Yeah.
Starman.
Suffragette City.
Yeah.
Coming in at 47 is David Bowie again. It's Hunky Dory.
No, it's
no,
not better than
it's-
Ziggy. Hunky Dory has Changes and Andy Warhol. Not as good. Changes is a great tune, but that
Changes
record
is
not
great.
as good.
The rest of the
Not
album.
as good. You know, it isn't. I agree with you on that. Coming in at number 46 is Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones.
Fantastic record. Couple of dogs on it. I'm not a huge fan of System Morphine or You Gotta Move or I Got to Move, whatever the hell the name of the song is. But Moonlight Mile, Sway, Bitch, Can't You Hear Me Knocking? It's fucking great. Great record. Brown
Right.
Sugar.
Number 45 is Stand by Sly and the Family Stone.
It's good. It's overrated, but it's good.
I love the title of the second song on there, and I'm not going to say it. Coming in at number 44, Led Zeppelin 2 by Led Zeppelin.
Phenomenal.
Sly is better than fucking Led Zeppelin 2.
No, Zeppelin 2 is better.
Zeppelin 2 is ahead of Sly.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got backwards.
Yeah,
But
Zeppelin
still, I
2
mean,
is-
that close.
Hold on. Get ready.
No.
Get ready for some bullshit. And I love the album, but it's not better than these two. Coming in at 43 is Zeppelin 1.
Yeah, Zeppelin 2 is definitely better than 1.
Yeah. I would reverse that. But number
Yeah.
42, better than Zeppelin 1 and 2, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses.
Not on this planet.
No. And I love that album, but it's not better than any Zeppelin.
Better be Physical Graffiti coming up.
Coming in at number 41 is Lady Soul by Aretha Franklin.
Okay. So this is just top albums of all time? Doesn't matter what genre.
I'm guessing, yeah, because this next one, coming in at number 40, Astral Weeks by Van Morrison.
Astral Weeks. It's an early one.
Hang on, let me look what's on there.
It's 68, I think, is it?
Shit, well, actually on the right side, it was recorded September 25th, 68 and October 5th, 68. Released November 29th, 68.
Tracks are...
They even got listed who the fucking engineer is. Boy, this list site really...
Okay, Astral Weeks is one song. Beside You, Sweet Thing, Cypress Avenue, The Way Young Lovers Do, Madam George, Ballerina, and Slim Slow Slider. I have no idea what these songs are.
Yeah. Not as good as the album after it.
It's the douchebags.
I'm going to put in
well,
chat.
a lot of fans of his like Astral Weeks. Go on.
This was the name of the second song on that Sly and the Family Stone album.
Oh, okay. I think I know what it is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I got to listen to it later. Okay. Coming in at number 39 is Tapestry by Carole King.
Good album.
Yeah.
Good album. I don't mind if I see it in the top 100. Of all time, though, not for me. But if somebody puts it in there, I'm not going to argue with them, but it's not for me.
Coming in at number 38, Hotel California by the Eagles.
Great album.
Great. Yeah, it's a great album.
Trying to think of what the weakest track is on it.
Well, let's see.
Probably just the reprise of Wasted Time.
Coming in at number 37. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a great album.
Yeah, and it got beat out by number 37, which is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill.
Completely overrated. Just bullshit.
Number 36, Off the Wall by Michael Jackson.
Fantastic.
Number 35, Sign of the Times by Prince.
Is better than Off the Wall.
Is it?
No fucking way.
I've not listened to either of them.
The songs on Sign of the Times, Hot Thing, Starfish and Coffee, Never Take the Place of Your Man. What's that song? Sign of the Times, the title track. It's an okay record. It wasn't a great album. I thought it was a downtrodden. Now, compared to Off the Wall, it's like Sign of the Times is a fucking coffee coaster.
Hey, Ricky Compton, hello. Number 34, Sex Machine, James Brown.
Better than Off the Wall. Better than Zeppelin 2. Hipster Doofus.
Coming in at 33, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon and Garfunkel.
Great
I love the
fucking
song.
album. Let me just say this.
What else
Bridge
is
Over
on it?
Troubled Water is unbelievable. Trying to keep the customers satisfied is unbelievable. Only Living Boy in New York is unbelievable. Celia's unbelievable. There's more songs on this album that I love. And I'll tell you right now, this album is not better than Zeppelin 2 1, or Michael Jackson's Off the Wall.
Okay. Coming in at number 32 is Moon
Just
Dance.
saying, as great a
Van
record it
Morrison.
is, it's not better than that. Those albums.
I'm not arguing.
Another
Van Morrison.
Moon Dance, Van Morrison, 32.
Oh, his best album. Every song is fucking great. Crazy Love, Caravan, fucking Moon Dance, Into the Mystic. Fantastic record. Everyone should own it. Not better than Zeppelin 2. Not better than Zeppelin.
Yeah, I saw that
Not better than Off the Wall. But it's fantastic.
Okay. Coming in at
I
number-
could struggle. Is that album better than Bridge Over Troubled Water? That would be a great battle royale for fucking 50th and 51st place.
Can I bring up one thing?
Go ahead.
That's one thing.
That is one thing.
That's one thing. Coming in at 31, Inner Vision, Stevie Wonder.
It's a good album. It's not even a great album. It's a good album. Should not be on that list. Higher Ground, Too Shy, Living for the City. No. It's a good album. It's not his best. It's not even close to these other records. Produced by Robert Margoloff, if I'm not mistaken.
Coming in at number 30, released exactly 10 months before my birthday, is Aretha Franklin, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You.
Wow, an old Muscle Shoals Band album. That's like 67.
67, March 10th. I was born December 10th.
Am I good? Chief says I sound like a Michael Jackson fan. I'm not, but I'm a huge Off the Wall fan. And I do like some of his stuff periodically in the Jacksons. I think Thriller's okay. I think Bad is bad. I think anything after Bad is terrible.
Oh, babe, can I say one thing, though? Weird Al Yankovic's Fat, the parody for Bad, is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's better than anything Michael Jackson's ever done.
What do you want? Is that
Dare to Be
that sissy school?
Dare to Be Stupid?
Lay off me, man. Lay off me, man.
Dare to Be Stupid is the best song that Devo didn't write. That's
Weird Al's great. No, in all honesty, though, everything Off the Wall is fantastic. If you're going to listen to Off the Wall, Working Day and Night, Get on the Floor, the song Off the Wall, everything on that Rock With You, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. No, that's the opening track on Thriller.
Oh, okay.
Coming in at number 29.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough is the opening track.
That's a great. That sounds like from what you're saying, it sounds like I know all those songs and like them. So
of course you do. You probably know the whole record. And then the other song on that album is called. There's a song that remember who did Me, Myself, and I? De La Soul.
Yeah.
Remember Break It Dawn? Break It Dawn. Break It Dawn. The Girl Can't Have It or something. That I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't. On Off the Wall, that's what they use for Break It Dawn.
Coming in at 29, one of your favorite artists, it's Bob Dylan with Blood on the Tracks.
Recognize the title.
Cheech says, is chicken burrito carnivore? Well, if you eat the chicken,
yeah.
But as soon as you eat the tortilla, no.
Yeah.
As soon as you eat the beans and rice that's in it, no. But a chicken and cheese.
Put it in an egg wrap.
I was about to say,
you can use an egg wrap
or a cheese wrap.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed the cheese wraps too.
Yep.
Coming in at number 28 is Horses by Patti Smith.
No.
Never.
And speaking of horses, have you ever seen Patti Smith's face? The album cover is her and Nancy Kerrigan. Do you guys remember Nancy Kerrigan, the figure skater?
Face? Yeah. From Stoneham, Mass.
Coming in at number 27, released August 25th, 1975, it's Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
That might be in my top 100. It's a great album.
It's got
10th Avenue
yeah. It's got some
10th Avenue Freeze Out, Born to Run, Thunder Road.
Yeah.
What's the last? Well, the Rangers at home. Jungle Land. It's a great record. Great record.
Still not better.
I think now his most popular song is probably Born to Run, right? And I would say that, tell you, every time I listen to it, I think that's the best song he ever wrote. Still to this day, from what I've heard.
I would disagree, but I think even on that out, I think Thunder Road's a better song.
I just got the definitive, as my brother moved out, I got the definitive Bruce Springsteen as part of his CDs that he had around. I was listening to it, and I said, no, it's Born to Run for me.
All right.
Coming in at number 26, it's Exodus by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
It's the greatest song of all time. Anytime I have a headache, I always go, Excedrin, movement for your headache. I literally will sing that to myself every time I have to take an Excedrin. Excedrin,
Cheech has a question for you,
your
Dave.
headache.
Dave, if you had
Whole
to
wheat's
eat
the
bread-
worst,
Wait,
Cheech.
wait, Dave,
all
wait.
fucking bread
You're
is
buffering.
terrible.
You're buffering.
I am?
You didn't buffer to me. Oh, geez.
Buffering.
Oh, that's terrible.
But he got us. He got us with it.
But I'm fucking. Cheech is saying is if you eat bread, is whole wheat okay? Whole wheat's the worst. It's the worst. You're better off having sourdough.
She's just pushing the limits.
He really does.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
there's
so-
I got to tell you after this
Maple
list, I got to
bacon.
tell you about this woman that posts on Facebook. I literally have to laugh. She's like, she's taking these supplements. She's like, well, I'll go into it after, but I'll just say this: it knows whether you need to lose weight or put on weight. The pill knows
You
this.
brought that up last week, and the one that blocks the carbs.
Oh my! Oh, it's on. I
You
I
brought
tell
up the
everybody.
cigar show too.
Why don't you? We're at the top 25. I got to put the king into bed, and I want to refresh my coffee. Why don't you guys talk about whatever the fuck?
All
I'll be
right.
back. Give me
Well, you know
about
why I
5
tell
minutes.
everybody? Because I find it so funny. I'm like the dirty old man that had sex with the 2 16-year-olds. And he goes to confession. He says to the priest, hey, listen, I just had sex with 2 16-year-olds. And the priest says, well, my goodness, you have to give me, say this and say that. And he goes, I'm not saying shit. I'm not even Catholic. He goes, you're not even Catholic. Why are you telling me? He goes, I'm telling everybody. It's a fucking great bit. I stopped doing all that stuff. Like I stopped using all the tortillas and everything like that, like the egg wraps, only because I just got bored with it. I wasn't eating that much. So now I just eat stuff like steaks, eggs, chicken, and I just eat my ass off. I ate one meal today. I ate at 7 today, which yesterday I didn't eat till 2:30. So literally, what's that? Like 28 hours, 29 hours till I fast. Wow. Yeah, and I wasn't even hungry. And then when this show's over, I'll be going down to my garage and smoking a cigar, opening my garage because it's nice and warm out tonight. I think it's like 60 right now. But what else? Yeah, so anyway, so but she keeps posting more stuff. It's not like, I know I brought it up, but then I watched one today. She put like a patch on her arm, and first of all, she puts up her arm like this, like she doesn't flex it. So she's like going like this. And I'm like, what? Like, she doesn't know how to make a muscle. Mm-hmm. It's just, said, man, I think your band's out of sight. Ricky, Hannah Baum with the, yeah. So, I mean, I weighed myself yesterday. I was 183, 182 late in the day. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if it's because I've been doing, I stopped my thyroid stuff, and maybe I stopped it early, but we'll see what happens.
I think you've reached a good weight for your age. I mean, it's like,
yeah, I just want to be shredded, and I'm still doing cardio every day. And you ever see the commercial where like all the food is dancing, and the guy's like, you guys did a great job, and the girl who's like the slice of cheese goes, I'm gonna be shredded.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I was down to 177, Rich. And I'm maintaining about 181 to 184.
I'm gonna go
But
grab
I
something.
will
to drink.
say
I'll be right
I
back.
took cardio off last week because I have been trying to bulk up like muscle wise. I'm trying to just put on a little bit more mass. Oh, it feels awesome, Cheech. It feels awesome. Especially when you start cutting everything else out, you start to realize Synthroid. No, Synthroid is Synthroid. No, I don't take. I took Synthroid years ago. That's what got me so fat. And then I got off of that, lost some weight, started doing the dieting, and then I got on Armor Thyroid, and I stopped taking my Armor Thyroid. Yeah, I feel like my weight's pretty good. Like, I mean, it's funny because so many people come up to me. They're like, "You don't have an ounce of fat on you," and I'm like, I still could be more lean. 10th Avenue Freeze-Out's a great tune, Rick Grimes. Also, Rosalita's. Do you add a bit of salt to your meat? I add a ton of salt. Not a bit, a lot.
Well, when you put salt on steak, Cheech, when you have a steak and you sear it in a pan or something like that, use the kosher salt. You put a lot on it, it forms a crust on it. Nice salty crust.
Yeah, I salt everything. I don't use kosher. I use the sea salt. Just because a lot of the salts are like treated and the vitamins, minerals are taken out of it. So sea salt's the one that has like 80 minerals.
You're Jewish. I'm
B1
German. I'm eating the kosher salt.
Right. Yeah, I don't do the Himalayan pink salt. I just do sea salt.
I have some Himalayan salt too in the grinder.
Yeah,
different salts for different things.
I just buy sea salt. It's the easiest. Yeah, I put a little salt in my. Well, when we go smoking cigars, Grellbar will tell you. I always ask for a salt shaker with my water. I pour salt in my water. I'm always eating salt. But I feel great. I'm at a really good weight. Like I said, I'm at like right around 180. I just like to be a little bit leaner, and I'll get there. But like, I mean, I have abs now, and it's like I feel great. I feel great. My waist is a 31. Like I could wear a 30 in Levi's. The only thing is my legs can't get into them. But when I squeeze my legs in, I can get my waist in, no problem. But it's my legs that I struggle with. So I wear a 31 just because the legs are a little bit roomy. Is she roomy?
You can get the relaxed fit.
But see, when you get the relaxed fit, then it looks like you took a dump in your pants. Right? You know what I mean? It's like
a little too relaxed.
Yeah. How relaxed are those pants? It's so relaxed, you look like you shat yourself.
The DD files. That new name?
I did, Cheech. That's a great question from Cheech. He asked if I was working with a personal trainer at first, or did I do research it on my own? Cheech, I don't know how long you've watched my show, but I used to work at Gold's Gym in Venice. And you may remember that when I had Tim Kimber on. And I used to be a trainer there as well and train people. And I have trained people there. And I also worked on people's nutrition. I worked for Intrafit for Billy Smith at Gold's Gym. We handled all the nutrition. So I'm pretty well versed in diet, nutrition, and fitness. A lot of people always ask me like, "Oh, did you talk to this person about that or this?" And I'm always like, "No." I mean, and we all have different methods. In all honesty, my method of working out has always been Mike Menser style, heavy duty. Go in, do a light warm up, and then bang out heavy. And in fact, I mean, Krellby, you tried it and felt the results of it.
I actually was getting good results until I cracked my rib.
Because I didn't know about carnivore, Cheech. When I think I said when I started it, if I knew this about 20 years ago, it would have been game over. I didn't know anything about carnivore. In fact, I would argue with Billy Smith a lot because he always had high carbs. And I said, I think they should be much lower. I didn't realize that the fat should have come up so much higher. And it wasn't until I read that book by that woman, The Big Fat Lie, that I realized the importance of saturated fat.
They were intentionally poisoning us. Everything that is good, they convinced us is bad. And, and you're going to tell me Fruit Loops is better than red meat?
Yeah.
You got to fuck yourself if that's what you're telling me.
No, and
you
I'll
gotta
say
believe
this,
toucans
it's a real simple process. I always say, if anyone wants to question or try the carnivore diet, try it for 30 days. In 30 days, you'll figure it out. You're either going to say, this is not for me, even though I feel good, or I feel amazing and I'm going to keep at this. And that's the only way. I mean, a couple of people were like, oh, it's really hard because I really want to eat more things. Like, to them, eating, they live to eat. I eat to live. I eat so I can live. That's all it is. It's just it's nourishment. Yes. And Bingham today messaged me today. I think he's going to join a different gym or join a gym. He was messaging me today, which was odd because I didn't get a chance to tell him that I joined a second gym today, which I may do tomorrow. But then I got to run to the other gym to go tan. So I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see.
2-time in at the gym.
Be right back.
All right. Do we start the top 25 or wait for Krell?
Well, let's wait for Krell for that. But and Joe can tell you too. I mean, as you add fats to your diet, you feel just fantastic.
Yeah.
And when you eat Down East roast coffee, isn't it great?
It's unbelievable.
It's the best flavor coffee, high caffeine. It's fantastic.
The morning blend. Get the morning blend.
Yeah, that's the high caffeine. Yeah.
The one thing about the carnivore diet is if like Dave was saying, you're going to go two ways. If you go the correct way, you're going to be like, I wish I knew about this sooner. You'll be pissed.
Yeah.
That you didn't know about it your entire life. But you got to excuse yourself because we were programmed to kill ourselves and poison ourselves. Like I could never imagine never eating pizza again. That's fucking death to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to go near it. It would give me a stomach ache if I
look at it as poison. See, I think of it all as rat poison.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I can easily avoid rat poison even if it tastes like pizza.
So
well, no, we eat eggs, anything that comes from a living thing. So nothing, Cheech, think of it like this. If it comes from, if it's grown, you can't eat it. And in my case, and in Joe's case, I know we both break that rule twice. At least I do with lemons from lemon water and coffee.
Yeah.
And that's it. Everything else has to be from something living.
And that would include ass, and that has no carbs, so don't worry about it.
What is it?
I said ass, and that has no carbs, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I eat 3 eggs every day. It's great. Hugh, I'd like to see some pictures if you have photos of how much have you dropped in the waist?
Oh, wait. I thought he was trying to peddle those dick pics again.
Who, Hugh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had an omelet for supper tonight.
Nice.
I thought you meant when you went. I thought he meant he went off camera to have a.
I did too for a second. He was like, "Yeah, I went and had an omelet right then."
Nice quick omelet.
That was about the length of time it would take to take a piss.
All right, we got the top 25. We ready?
Yep.
I know I should.
Coming in at number 25, no way better than Led Zeppelin 1 and 2. It's London Calling by The Clash.
Oh yeah, this is the best albums of all time. So it is a hipster doofus list.
Yeah.
When you put The Clash at number 25 over Zeppelin.
Yeah. Coming in at 24, the Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed.
Sticky Fingers is better. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if there's a Stones fan that would say "Let It Bleed's" better than "Sticky Fingers." Or
I think
I don't know. I think "Sticky Fingers" is the better album.
Coming in at number 23, not better than Off the Wall, or is it? It's Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Oh, fucking hell. It's not better than Off the Wall.
But it's got Billie Jean.
It's not better than Off the Wall.
Oh, no. Coming in at number 22, Dave's favorite is back from 1965, Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan.
I want to know the songs on that album.
I'll tell you right now. Side A, Like a Rolling Stone, Tombstone Blues, It Takes a Lot to Laugh, It Takes a Train to Cry, From a Buick 6, Ballad of a Thin Man, Queen Jane Approximately, Highway 61 Revisited, Just Like Tom Thumb's Blues, and Desolation Row for 11 minutes and 18 fucking seconds.
All right. Okay. Wouldn't make my top 200.
Coming in at number 21.
Wouldn't make my top 1,000, really, to be honest.
All right. Coming in at 21, The Sun Sessions by Elvis Presley.
I don't know any of his. What's on
that?
that?
Train.
It doesn't have the songs listed. It came out March 21, 1976. It's from July 54 to July 55. So it's got to have all those classic.
Oh, yeah. Blue Moon of Kentucky. All the early stuff at Sun.
That's All Right. Mystery Train is, Coming in at number 20 is a band that hates Elvis. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back by Public Enemy.
Elvis was a hero to most, but he don't mean shit to me.
Public Enemy. Okay. Coming in, now we're in the top 20. Coming in at 19, No Fucking Way, is the Velvet Underground and Nico by the Velvet Underground.
With the big banana on the cover.
With the big fucking banana.
Give me the songs on that album.
Sunday Morning, I'm
Heroin.
Waiting for the Man, Femme Fatale, Venus and Furs, Run, 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 All Tomorrow's Parties, Heroin, There She Goes, I'll Be Your Mirror, The Black Angels Death Song, and European Sun.
Horrible.
Okay. Coming in at number 8 is 18, Purple Rain by Prince.
No, overrated.
Purple Rain isn't as good as 1999, and 1999 may not make this top 100 list for me.
All right, coming in at number 17, according to Dave, the only true punk band and album. It's Nevermind the Bullocks. Here's the Sex Pistols.
Great record.
Every song.
Too high on the list. It should be in like the 40s or 50s.
But every song's great.
Every song's great.
Yeah,
Pretty Vacant is the high point on the album.
I like Anarchy in the UK. There we are.
It's great.
Hey, Joe, before you continue, are you familiar with that movie Fear No Evil?
Well, who's in it? What's that movie?
There's no one famous in it. It's like this kid goes to high school. He's the Antichrist. And they actually play that as part of the soundtrack. It's one of my brother's and I's favorite horror movies.
I don't think so, but I got to check it out. It's from 1981.
It's like a high school sex comedy, but it's a horror movie. But it's not a comedy.
We're so pretty, oh, we're so pretty. We're vacant.
Okay.
I think you can watch it on YouTube.
Coming in at number 16, Rumors, Fleetwood Mac.
Great record.
Great album.
So,
Go ahead.
Oh Daddy on that album?
Hold on.
There's a couple of songs I don't care for on
Yes,
this record.
Oh Daddy.
And what's the one that goes, For You? Songbird? Is that on this album?
Songbird is out track number 6.
Okay, so those two songs on the album, Oh Daddy and Songbird, knocked this down a bunch for me.
Yeah. Well,
Rest of the album's great.
And
Secondhand News is great. The rest of the record's fantastic.
Coming in at number 15, no fucking way, is The Joshua Tree by U2.
Unforgettable Fire is better.
Yeah, I would put the earlier albums. I put War and what was the other one?
Unforgettable Fire.
I would put the
Boy.
Boy, good. Oh God, number 14.
Boy.
No,
good.
I just don't like those songs from her, like as much as Over My Head or Say You Love Me. I Love You, Make Love
by
and
King's
Fun.
X.
Well, what?
I would put that on this list. Anything, the King's X. Gretchen Goes to Nebraska.
Is that's
on?
Do they have?
No, I'm saying I would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love that shit.
Yeah, same here. That influenced me. I love that album.
Number 14 is Blue by Joni Mitchell.
I like Court and Spark better.
Okay. Number 13, Who's Next by The Who.
Terrible. Should not be on the list.
Dave will say.
Let me hear the list of these songs. There's three. There's again three songs on this album.
No, you're wrong. You're all right. We got Baba O'Reilly, Bargain, Love Ain't for Keeping, My Wife, Song Is Over, Getting in Tune, Going Mobile, Behind Blue Eyes, Won't Get Fooled Again.
Going Mobile is an awful song.
Going Mobile.
I hate that song. I think it's
There was the other one though. It was like the second or third one. I don't care for too. But how about the first?
Yeah,
one?
Behind Blue Eyes.
It's a great album. Oh, Behind Blue Eyes is terrible. I do not.
I disagree with you on that one. Coming in at number 12,
Bargain. It's like 1 and 1 don't make 2. 1 and 1. All right, Egghead. You know what that's from? That's from The Simpsons. You see, we have it here. We have a normal square. Slow down, Egghead.
Oh, is it?
Wiggum. Oh, Octung was great. Wait, and by the way, Octung is better than Joshua Tree.
But you didn't like
Coming in at number 12, Exile on Main Street, the Rolling Stones.
Overrated. There's one good album on that album. You have to mix and match, but you can get 10 tunes out of there, but it's a double album.
Coming in number 11, The Beatles, White Album.
No.
A lot of good. Are you sure it's got a lot of good songs on here?
Not in the Beatles' top 5 albums. How could it be in?
But they only had 4 albums.
13
Rubber Soul,
albums,
Revolver.
We got Back
Revolver.
in the USSR, Dear Prudence, Obla Di Obla Da.
Yeah, I know.
There's good songs on it, but it's a double album with a lot of junk on it.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
There's also number 9. Number 9.
Blackbird. No, I love this album. Come on.
But you're going to compare it to Revolver, Rubber Soul, Abbey Road, Hard Day's Night, or
White Album suffers.
Sgt. Pepper.
White Album suffers from the double album syndrome. I mean, like if they like he said about Rolling Stones, if they put it on one album, it would have been a better album.
Well, I will say this: Sticky Fingers is very much like a White Album, where there's some unfinished songs, there's ideas in there. They just threw everything into the double record, where it wasn't like a full album of just fucking, we're gonna kill it with this one album. Like, we have so many ideas. Let's just put a double album.
They better have more Beatles albums on here.
Well, coming in at number 10, top 10, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is the Beatles.
And that's not even. I mean, it's a good album. It's like,
far better than the White Album.
Yeah, way better than the White Album. Not better than Revolver.
But is it better than this album at number 9, Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan?
These fucking people. I swear to God. Let me hear the track listing of Blonde on Blonde.
Okay, side 1. Rainy Day Woman, number 12 and 35.
Everybody Must Get Stoned.
Pledging My Time, Visions of Johanna, One of Us Must Know Sooner or Later, side 2. I Want You, Memphis Blues Again, Leopard Skin Pillbox Hat, Just Like a Woman, side 3. Most likely you go your way and I'll go mine.
That's a good
Temporary,
song.
Like Achilles, Absolutely Sweet Marie, Fourth Time Around, Obviously 5 Believers. And side 4 is just one song, Sad Eyed Lady of the Lowlands.
Did Dave just say one song was a good song?
I fucking heard that. Really, Dave?
Most likely you go your way, I'll go mine.
Fuck you, Dave. Go ahead, play. Fuck you, Dave.
No, I think it's a decent. In fact, what's his name? Todd Rundgren does a great cover. Al, you know the Rundgren cover.
You, Dave.
There we go.
No more shines, Billy.
We got more Beatles at number 8, Abbey Road.
I love Abbey Road.
Yeah, that's a great one, Hugh. On Shake Your Booty.
You know, it's between those three.
Wait, what happened? Abbey Road is now up?
Abbey Road.
Number 8 at Abbey Road.
It's
Abbey Road by the Beatles.
You know, that's actually my favorite Beatles album. But I mean, like,
I'll tell you right now, because I know you like Abbey Road. I think Revolver, Rubber Soul, and Revolver, Rubber Soul, and Hard Day's Night are the best 3 in that order. They never give fucking Hard Day's Night its due. Wow, Pacino had a kid at 83.
Yeesh.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Number 7, Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder.
Phenomenal double album. Phenomenal. 1976 album opens up with Love in Need of Love Today.
Yep.
Have a Talk with God. Oh, it's fucking great. Sir Duke, I Wish is on this record. As is on this record. Gangsta Paradise. What do they call it? A Pastime Paradise.
Yeah, Pastime Paradise.
Yeah, the fucking record's awesome. It's a fucking phenomenal record. And compared to Innovisions, it's not even a comparison.
You're saying this is better or Innovisions?
Oh, this is way
Okay.
better than Innovisions.
All right.
This somebody puts this in the top 10, I'm not going to argue.
This is
Top
in the top
30
10
for me.
This is
I know,
number
that's what I'm saying.
7.
I'm not going to argue
Oh.
with it. I'm saying, but for me, it's probably top 30, but I can't argue. It's genius. And if you really love it, you're going to put it in the top 10.
Okay.
Master Blaster is on Hotter Than July. That's from 1980.
Master Blaster. Who runs Bartertown?
What's that?
Who runs Bartertown?
Oh, Master Blast.
Master Blaster.
Mad Max.
All right. Beyond Thunderdome. Coming in at number 6, the Beatles are back again with Rubber Soul. Baby,
Great
you
album.
can drive my car. Every song on there is fucking awesome.
Now, to me, that's the best Beatles album they named so far. Drive My Car, fucking The Word. I mean, there's so many great songs on this album. I love it all.
The next album
is
on
You
the
Don't
list,
See Me on
or
there?
top 5.
You
Top
don't see
You
five.
me.
won't see me.
Yeah.
Yep, it's on there.
Top 5 is an album released May 12th, 1967. The third song on this album is about me, so that's why I like this album right here.
It's
Are
Hendrix,
you
Hey Joe.
experienced? The Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Doesn't make my top 100.
Lady
You're
Land is
you're
better.
insane.
Doesn't make my top
Late.
100.
Well,
Come
I-
on.
Best
won't
song
be-
on this
I won't be
album is
that
Highway
drastic.
Child. Is Highway Child on this
Yeah.
first record?
Not on this one.
You said,
You
Are You
talking about Voodoo
Experienced?
Child?
Are you experienced? Yeah, Are you experienced? Number 5. Here's the track listing: Purple Haze,
Go ahead. I
Manic
think it was
Depression.
on the remaster.
Hey Joe, Love or Confusion, Maybe This Be Love, I Don't Live Today, The Wind Cries Mary, Fire, Third Stone from the Sun, Foxy Lady, and Are You Experienced?
It's a great album.
Great fucking album.
I
Maybe.
like
It doesn't make my top 100.
Wow.
I think Boulder's Love's a better album. I think Band of Gypsies is a better album.
Coming in
I
at
don't
number
know if
4. What's going on? Marvin Gaye.
That's always on the hipster doofus list.
The problem is there's 4 songs on the album and the rest of it's filler.
What are the 4 songs?
What's going
What's going on? Mercy Me, The Ecology.
Okay.
Inner City Blues.
Okay.
And now there's one more song. I got to think of what it's called. Give me the titles of the song. I'll tell you which one. it
We
is, 'cause
got
the rest- I'll
Flying
tell you-
High in the Friendly Sky, Save the Children,
Flying High in the Friendly Sky is not even a song. It's like an interlude. It's
right.
terrible.
God is
Save the
Love,
Children.
Right
No.
On, Holy Holy.
I might be wrong. There might be just 3 songs on this
Okay.
album. The rest of the album is just filler.
Coming in at number 3. Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys.
No. Just no.
Yeah, not that high.
No. Doesn't make my top 400.
Oh, come on. Coming in, and I like the album, but top 5. Yeah. Coming in at number 2, Nevermind by Nirvana.
Yeah. Hanoi
Wow,
Bomb
Hannah
just
Bomb
said-
wasn't wrong.
What is it? Oh, look at that.
He said number 1 is Nirvana. He's close.
It could
Very
be.
close.
I would be okay if somebody put Nevermind in like the 80s.
Yeah.
Not
that,
top 2.
Yeah. But when did this list come out? This list came out in
12.
2013, I think. No, this
Okay.
was 2001. So that's
2000.
yeah.
Okay, what's number 1 on this?
I'm gonna make you
Q-Trip
guess.
list?
I'm gonna give you the hint. It's the Beatles are back. Guess
Okay.
which one?
It's Revolver.
Yeah.
Revolver. All right, there wasn't much guessing for that one. Fuck.
Revolver being the greatest album of all time. Let me just say, not just
Where was
'cause I think it's the
Physical
best.
Graffiti?
I think
Where
it's the
was
best
Physical
Beatles
Graffiti?
album. Let's take a look at these songs. Revolver opens up with
Taxman.
Taxman. I was going to go
Taxman,
1,
yeah.
2, 3. Okay, Taxman. Then it goes into Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby.
Then you got I'm Only Sleeping. When you wake up early in the morning, lift my hand. What's song 4? For No One? What is
Love
song
You
4?
Too.
Terrible. That's the bad. That's the Harrison
All
tune.
right.
What's the
Number
next one?
5? Here, There, and Everywhere.
Great.
Yeah. Great song.
Number 6, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine.
Not great, but okay.
Number 7, She Said, that ends side
Fantastic.
1. Side 2, what does it start with?
I was alone. I took a ride. I didn't know what I would. Is it
Got to get you into my life.
Got to Get Into My Life?
No.
What is it? Oh, Dr. Robert
Good
for
Day,
No One.
Sunshine.
You're right. Good Day, Sunshine.
Oh. And then
Fantastic.
And Your Bird Can Sing.
Fantastic. One of the best songs on the album.
For No One is number 10.
Great song.
Dr. Robert is 11.
Yep.
I Want to Tell You is 12.
Yeah, that's a good Harrison tune.
13, Got to Get You Into My Life.
Great.
And the final song on the album is
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
Never
Never
Knows.
Knows.
Yep. Great.
Now, this album on the NME list came in number 2. You want to guess what their number 1 album is?
Never mind.
Is it Nevermind?
No.
Okay. Give us some kind of hint. And by the way, I'm with you on Disintegration. To me, is one of the greatest albums of all time. Here,
And then
I'm
me
with
is
you
probably
on
going to be Dark Side of the Moon.
I'm going to say, I'll give you a hint. It'll probably give it away. I'll
that.
just tell you.
Just
all
give the year. Just give the
It
year.
came out June 16th, 1986.
Peter Gabriel. So
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And no.
okay.
Yep.
Graceland. Paul Simon.
No.
June of '86. Back in the High Life. Steve Winwood.
No.
Center Field by John Fogerty.
No,
No.
that was before.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you one more hint.
Uh,
The title of the album at the time was not true. Now it's true.
'86, huh? It's got to be. It's got
I'm
to be
just thinking of-
Madonna.
No.
I'm thinking of the summer of '86. That was the year I graduated high school.
Yeah.
I totally remember Steve Winwood,
Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel, and Paul Simon ruling the airwaves with that stuff. Now, let me ask this. Is it a solo artist or a band?
It's a band.
Okay.
It's not
If
Van Halen, is
the,
it?
the one hint I wanted to give may give it away. You want me to give you the hint? The
Yeah.
lead singer, he kind of has conservative views, and a lot of people hate that now.
Ted Nugent.
No, that was a band.
God, get the fuck out of here, bro. Shit.
A band.
Fuck you, Grell.
It's fucking Testament.
Conservative views.
I'm right though. That singer for Testament's a conservative. God love him.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind what you were saying before about isn't Enemy in England?
Clapton.
No.
Oh, August.
No, that would be Beyond the Sun was 85, right?
August was 86.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more hint, and this has got to give it away. Who's dead now that wasn't dead back then? The album title says this person's dead. They weren't dead back then, but they just died.
The Queen is dead. The Smiths?
The Smiths.
Now, he's a Smiths fan. He's going to disagree with this.
Who?
Dave's going to disagree with this.
Well, I don't think it's the greatest album of all time. Certain days I say it's the best Smiths album. I mean, it's a fucking fantastic album.
But they got stuff on this list I've never heard of.
Go ahead, name some. I'll tell you if they're good.
Number 2 is Revolver. Okay. 3 is Bowie Hunky Dory. Number 4 is The Strokes. Is this it?
Oh,
I don't care for The Strokes. That's a new band.
Okay, then we got number 5, Velvet Underground and Nico with the Big Banana. Number 6 is Different Class by Pulp.
I don't know, Pulp. Go ahead.
Number 7 is The Stone Roses by the Stone Roses.
Oh, I like that record, The Stone Roses.
Number 8 is Doolittle by the Pixies.
Not a big Pixies fan.
White Album by Beatles at number 9.
Wow.
Number 9.
Definitely Maybe by Oasis at number 10.
Terrible.
Nevermind, Nirvana's 11. And fucking Patti Smith is Back with Horses at 12. Funeral by Arcade Fire at 13.
Terrible.
David Bowie Low is at 14.
Love it. Sounds and Visions on that album. That's a great record. I like Low from 76.
Okay. Coming in at 15, it's Let England Shake by PJ Harvey.
Never cared for PJ Harvey.
I like 50 Foot Queenie.
16 is Closer from Joy Division.
Good record.
Public Enemy's back with It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back.
Anything with Flavor Flav.
Number 18 is Loveless by My Bloody Valentine.
I didn't care for them.
Number 19 is Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not by Arctic Monkeys.
I don't get it.
Number 20 is OK Computer by Radiohead. I love that album. So
that's a decent record.
Okay. Kanye West at 21, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. What happened?
That's
the fuck's
my empty bottle. My cat was up here. I
fucking
put it down. She knocked that. Yeah, my pussy's out of control.
Park Life by Blur is number 22. Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spider of Mars, 23. 24, Exile on Main Street. 25,
I can't believe the Smiths' Queen is Dead has topped this list.
Number 1.
It sounds more like a Meat is Murder list.
Right? Then we got Marvin Gaye is back with the same one. Pet Sounds. Scream Medelica by Primal Scream is 27. Back to Black is by Amy Winehouse. Marquee Moon by Television.
Good album.
Number 30 is Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang Clan. 31 is Dog Man Star by Suede. 32 is Paul's Boutique, Beastie Boys. At least I know that album. Blur is back with Modern Life is Rubbish. Abbey Road at 34. Fuck. Nirvana in Utero. Oh, here comes David Bowie again.
I'll say this. So this is a fucked up list. And you got the Smiths at number 1, which the Smiths, to me, have a few records that should be in the top 100 of all time. Meat is Murder and The Queen is Dead. The Cure, Disintegration, maybe even Head on the Door. Those are fantastic records. There's so many bands that get left off this list that I think are really good records. And that's why I say, like, I think Hard Day's Night, if you're going to put a second or third Beatles album, it has to be in the top 50. But then again, like, is Zeppelin 2 and Zeppelin 1, are those better than Zeppelin 4? And if they are they better than Physical Graffiti?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Physical Graffiti's a smoke show when it comes to fucking Exile on Main Street. It's a much better record than Exile.
All right, let me point something out because I just got up to 100. There's not one Zeppelin album in the top 100 on this list. But
Well, Arctic Monkeys are on here, hands down.
but at 75 is fucking Dookie by Green Day. Who wrote this
Green Day
fucking
always
list?
makes these fucking lists.
That list is NME, and that's like the new music scene or whatever in England. And it's just, Kansas.
Yeah, when was the list compiled?
That was from 2013.
I'm going to make a point to both of you guys. And you'll either agree with my point or you could disagree, and then it's all fair. Let's take Jimi Hendrix's album, Are You Experienced? I want you to think of that album. Okay. All right. Is it better than Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4 physical? No. Okay. So there's 9 albums. I'm already having in 10th place. It's in 10th place now. I said it shouldn't be in top 10. Joe, you looked at me like I was crazy. I said it was going to be up. Is it better than anything Anthrax has done, in your opinion? And the answer could be maybe.
I would say yes.
How many Anthrax albums can you name that you liked better? 4?
But it's got a special place for me.
I'm saying your personal list. 4, 5. Now, what about Iron Maiden?
Oh, come on.
Judas Priest.
I know what
Judas
you're saying.
Priest.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying by the time you finish getting to albums that you can't live without, Are You Experienced is up in the hundreds.
Listen, both of these lists, there wasn't one Black Sabbath anywhere.
Right. Would you, okay, Black Sabbath's first 5 albums or the Hendrix album?
Well,
the first 5 Sabbath albums are much better than that first Hendrix album.
I think the thing with these lists are that, you have to consider, we have our personal favorites and may not be in the top 10. And Hendrix, Are You Experienced isn't in the top 10 for me either. But the thing is I can understand how it would be in the top 10.
Why?
Because it was an influential album and lots of people dug
So
it.
was Bold as Love. But go to record sales. Look how little it sold. And then you compare it to huge records that got knocked way down. Why are those records knocked way down that have huge? Zeppelin 4. How many albums did Zeppelin 4 sell? It didn't make this list, but Zeppelin 1 made the list.
How much did Madonna sell? So does that mean she should be up there?
But if she was a rock album, yes, but we're comparing rock to rock.
Are these rock artists? I don't think Arctic Monkeys are friggin' rock.
That's NME. I'm talking about the other list.
Oh, okay.
It's rock albums. We don't have we're not sitting there going, because if that's the case, you think I'm going to sit there and say Prince's Purple Rain or any of those Prince albums are as good as Earth, Wind, and Fire's best 3 albums? Earth, Wind, and Fire's 3 albums better come first. The Ohio Players have 2 records that could come first. Teddy Pendergrass has about 2 or 3 records that could come first. So forget about comparing. If you want to go apples to apples, yeah, Madonna sold a lot of records, but are you going to say? So what I'm saying is, if somebody said Madonna's is in the top 5 of all time of female singers, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I mean, I understand. But if they don't like it, that's something different. But I'm saying when you take something that not a lot of people liked and put it in way in front of things that I know people love. Bring up Hendrix to a non-guitar player. They're going to roll their eyes. Ask a girl to sing a Hendrix song. A girl that doesn't play guitar, ask her to sing a Hendrix song. She's going to look at you like, she goes, I don't know, Purple Haze. And you're going to go, do you like that song? And they're going to go, no, it sucks.
Well, next week, I got 2 lists for you. One from
But don't get me wrong. I think Bold as Love. Let me just say this. Just to defend my Hendrix thing. Bold as Love with Castles Made of Sand. I love his playing on those types of songs.
Great song.
You know what I mean? Castles Made of Sand, Spanish Castle Magic, all the stuff on Bold as Love I really love. And I do love One Rainy Wish from the other. And I just don't think as a solid album goes, there goes Hugh. I don't see it. Supertramp, Crisis, What Crisis is a fantastic album. That would be in my top 100. I could just think of even bands. I could even think of things that have one like Zebra's first album. That's going to be in my top 50 at least, top 100 albums. Billy Squier, Don't Say No. That's going to be in my top 100 albums. I mean, Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed, maybe. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, maybe. Rolling Stones, Some Girls, definitely. Rolling Stones, Emotional Rescue, definitely. Hannah Baum says ELO. ELO, Out of the Blue.
Cat.
What's the one before Out of the Blue with the world on the cover? That one's fantastic. El Dorado's a fantastic thing. A New World Record, fantastic. El Dorado. All these bands have fantastic albums. Is El Dorado, is that better than Hendrix's first album? I think so. It's not even on the fucking list, but Hendrix is in the top 5 because it's like an ass kissing.
I just noticed you said Dylan smokes Arctic Monkeys. He's got a point there.
Yeah, now he's singing. Now he's singing "Bold as Love." Anger, he smiles, and shiny metallic purple armor. Queen jealousy, envy. All right, Joe, what were you saying about the list?
I got 2 lists I'm saving for you for next week. Top 100 lists. One's from September 2005. One's from 2016. Tell me if you like them. They're both the same name of the list. 100 greatest Bob Dylan songs.
Hannah Baum. Hannah Baum says Wings never make the list.
No.
Wings, Band on the Run is one of the greatest albums of all time. And if somebody wants to argue that Double Fantasy is one of the greatest albums of all time, I'd listen to that argument. I wouldn't agree with it, although I enjoy it. Cheap Trick, Dream Police. Cheap Trick Live at Budokan. Where's Queen anything on these lists? I just don't think Hendrix has anything over. Hendrix was like an artist, and he's playing the leads. But do these have the songs that Queen had? Or no, Bad Company. Bad Company's first solo record. Bad Company, Desolation Angels, I'll put up against most albums. You know, there's so many great fucking records. Like, in all honesty, David Bowie's Let's Dance is a fucking great album. But because it isn't cool for the hipsters to say it because it had all those hits, but it's still a fucking great record. It's better than fucking Hunky Dory.
I think Hugh likes Hunky Dory. I remember when he did the albums of.
Because he's over there in the UK. They don't know anything.
Yeah, they voted for Smiths as the #1 album ever.
Chad and Jeremy in the summer song. Is Chad?
Uh-oh.
Well, Dave froze.
I'm back.
Dave froze. Oh, okay. There he is.
Now, where did these guys go?
You truly were buffering that time. Hey, how about
we all
Jellyfish?
back here?
We're all here. Don't you? You froze again. We're all here.
Really? You lost me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know, because you saw Billy Button Window, which was a Hendrix.
Yep.
Well, there goes Dave. Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, StreamYard.
No. Will Dave end this stream? No.
All right. All right. Are we back?
You're back.
All right.
And you're not.
Am I back? All right. Now we're good.
You're in
That
and
other
out.
internet wasn't.
You're in and out.
Yeah. Am I here or not?
You're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're
Chad
here
and
now.
Jeremy broke it. And then in the summer song. All right. Let's cam this thing so I can go smoke.
smoking?
I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying and early. Oh, I was talking about Chad and Jeremy, and then what was the other name? Something Gordon with A World Without Love. I don't care what they say. I won't live in a world without love.
Yeah. Oh God. No,
Chad and Jeremy was Summer Song, right? But what the hell was who did it? Some Peter and Gordon?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. All right. There it is. Hugh just said it too. All right, everyone. We are out of here. I want to thank Joe. Everyone, let's give Joe a big thumbs up, round of applause, devil horns, whatever you can. He's 2 years sober. It's going to be it's 2 into 100 more. And here's my outro. Peter Asher. Yeah. All right, everyone. Very good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Later all.
Very good.